All right. Recording this for posterity. This is the ritual that's going to help me gain the powers to defeat the pain. Okay? You know, where I come from, there's a lot of archetypes that aren't present in your world. Well, you know of them, but they don't have the power that they have where I'm from. The fighter, the mage, the thief. Well, I gazed through your past to find records of your greatest heroes, and now I have found one. Your Earth television history documentary, Saved by the Bell. It documents the great mage, Zach Morris, with his ability to stop time using ancient chronomancies. The great super-heroic rogue, Screech Powers, from whom I can learn Screech Powers. And of course, Kelly Kapowski, the great fighter, with her Kapow-Powskis. I haven't watched it, but I read about it. So, I've put together a ritual of all of the finest things from that age. Entertainment magazines, original Pokemon stickers, The Simpsons playing cards, a watch, the jawbone of a saint, and of course, the sacred punching bag. I shall pull back their powers from the past, and their spirits shall guide me now. I'm not great at chronomancy, but this should bring them to me, and then I shall get some access to their powers. Barzafu, Razaku, time stops screeching and punching for you. Alzakar and Braxicor calls the past. Ha! Wait, I didn't.
First NBA championship. What are you going to do next?
We're going to Cowabunga! Let's kick shell!
Grow out your goatee! Develop complicated feelings about selling out, and get Steve Albini to produce your next album, cause Two is coming at you live in the 1990s with Cowabunga! I'm Deuce Silverado alongside Carl Featherbottom, and Carl, what's the cruelest thing you ever did to a Tamagotchi pet?
I threw it as a Pog Slammer!
A Pog Slammer, and we've got a Pog Slamming lineup tonight. The Women's Tag Championships, Deadskull versus Yogi Terror grudge match, Belt of Damocles Championship, AuthorityCorp Heart Foundation, Grocer versus Godmother in a Hell in a Cell, Men's Tag Team Championship,
Women's Championship.
I can't read them all fast enough. Carl, it's too exciting, and we're in the 90s for reasons.
Yeah, thanks Alzakar. Surf's up.
Dude.
Big Apple, 3 a.m.
Welcome, fans of TWO. It is your favorite, incredible general manager, Richard Zeus, welcoming you to the season finale, Cowabunga 2024. It's been an incredible season. I'm so proud of the vast majority of the talent because they actually showed up. You know what I'm talking about. But it's great to be here in Daytona Beach, and I guess it's the 90s? I got this fishnet shirt from Eddie Vedder from Pearl Jam, they're in the house. Anyway, it's a popular event. Now tonight you're going to see some of the top talent performing some of the most miraculous athletic postures and maneuvering that you'll ever see. And that's all thanks to me and our talent. But it's also thanks to you for supporting us. We couldn't be here without you. Well, probably. I'm excited to also mention that we've got our Summer League coming up. That's the Salem League Action Wrestling SLAW. That'll be coming up this summer. That'll be holding you over until the fall, where we've got another exciting season of TWO kicking off. So let's just get into it. Sit back, throw on your favorite flannel shirt, and watch this great, great action.
Hey everyone! Today we're diving into a clash of titans like no other. Imagine this, Wonder Woman and Black Widow, two of the fiercest superheroes known to mankind, stepping out of their usual battlegrounds for something entirely different. They're fucking wrestling now, you asshats. We're at Cowabunga, the place where legends are made and broken. Wonder Woman, our Amazonian princess, realized that the DC universe wasn't cutting it anymore, mainly because the DCEU sucks butt. And Black Widow? She decided to bail on the MCU when that last Ant-Man movie was total ass. That, and in Endgame she died. Now they've turned their sights on a new challenge, the squared circle of Titan Wrestling Online. Together, they have championship aspirations. And their mission? To dethrone the reigning champs, Hell's Bells. These two have dominated the scene with an iron grip, but our superheroines say, no more. It's time for new champions to rise. As the bell rings, you can feel the electricity in the air, and in your pants. Wonder Woman uses her combat skills to deliver swift, precise hits, while Black Widow sneaks around with her stealth and agility, striking when least expected. It's an incredible synergy, watching them work together, each using their unique abilities to outsmart and overpower their daunting opponents. Maybe they'll even do a tag move if this game doesn't suck. The crowd is going wild, chanting and cheering as our heroes inch closer to victory. Every slam on the mat, every strategic tag brings them closer to the championship belts. Can you feel the excitement? I can barely stay in my seat. I've shit myself. Hell's Bells, though tough and seasoned, find themselves struggling against the raw, dynamic power of Wonder Woman and Black Widow. It's a battle of strategy versus strength, experience versus innovation. And let me tell you folks, it's a spectacle that keeps everyone on the edge of their seats. If it doesn't, I'll punch you. As the match reaches its climax, the tension is palpable. Will our superheroine duo claim the title, or will Hell's Bells manage to hold on to their reign? It's anyone's game at this point, and there you have it, Wonder Woman and Black Widow stepping into the wrestling ring, bringing their superhero flair to the world of Titan Wrestling Online. Whether they win or lose, one thing's for certain, they've already won the hearts of fans worldwide. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment below on who you think should be the next superhero to join the wrestling world. Catch you in the next adventure. I'm going to jail.
I'm Mrs. Saying. I'm Mrs. Girl. Black Widow and Wonder Woman. We don't want you to take our belts. They're our championship belts. And at the end of this wrestling match, we want to be friends. Yes, we want to be friends. Yeah. Could you put my coupon in the back? We ate different things. She eats the sad rice, and I eat sweets. We like having our belts, and we don't like when people say they want it. You should ask if they want. And if they say no, they need to give it a go. And we like our belts, and it gives us powers. Watch this. My belt gives me powers because yeah. See? Belt time! Hey, see this belt Black Widow is? Wonder Woman, it's my favorite, and I don't want you to take it, even though it has precious jewels that both of you take our belts because mine has precious jewels and a tape inside. Now let's have our pre-victory thing.
Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control. Music make you lose control.
Wonder Woman and Black Widow. We'll see you at Cowabunga. After we'll be friends and maybe hug. Mr. Silly, can we hug? We'll see you at Cowabunga and
We're kicking the action off with a totally tubular women's tag team champion match. Is that what the kids are saying here in the 90s, Carl?
They might be. We are all just adjusting to this reality. We are in a time bubble in the 90s. We are here, I think, at spring break in Florida. All of the fans are here. And most importantly, two aggressive, strong contenders for the TWO Tag Team Women's Championship belt.
These 1990s spring breakers are chanting very inappropriate things at Wonder Woman that we, in the year of our Lord 20 and 24, cannot condone.
That's right. Oh my gosh, is that the MTV Buzzkill guys over there? Spraying water cannons at everyone?
No,
where's Eric Nees? It's the grind. No, it's not. It's Wonder Woman.
And it's TWO, brought to you by Snickers. We existed in the 90s. Snickers.
That's right. So just setting up here for our first match, kicking off this wicked, awesome, radical show. Hell's Bells, who have had an absolute stranglehold on the women's championship, the women's tag division. Some heroes have gotten together to try and take them down. Black Widow and Wonder Woman.
Black Widow and Wonder Woman, of course, coming to us from fictional universes that I can only assume were incorporated into the 90s by the spell put on us all.
Yeah, Alzakar teleporting us, as I understand, into the 90s. We're just here. We're just having a great time. We're two friends, just having a ball together in a booth, hugging or thinking about it.
I mean, it's crossed my mind. Maybe a little bit, but I mean, we don't.
Wait, say it again?
Whole thing about it. It's fine.
I love everything about this. Here, you can have my Tickle Me Elmo as appreciation for thinking about it.
Oh my God! 3 rabid mothers just stole that Tickle Me Elmo right out of your hands.
Terrible. But what is not terrible is the joy, energy, and air cannons brought by our champions, Hell's Bells.
Mrs. Silly and Mrs. Carl's approaching the ring. Now, Carl, the fans here in the 1990s have no idea who any of these people are. Is this correct?
That's why some of them are folding their arms, but they're at a wrestling season finale. They get the feeling that it's TWO. We have Cowabunga written right there on our logo, so I think that the energy has infected them in the best way.
Do we think that any of the people attending in this audience are also competitors in tonight's matches, therefore creating a space-time continuum distortion that will destroy us all?
If possible, you somehow found a way to increase the stakes that were already to the ceiling. Because we are here at Cowabunga. Belts will be won and lost. Champions will be crowned. There will be matches in cages. There will be matches probably with lots and lots of things from underneath the ring. We are here at the season finale of Season 3 of Titan Wrestling Online. Deuce!
That's right, Carl. 30 years-ish before it even begins, we are going to see the end of Season 3 of TWO tonight.
Exactly. And having removed their sunglasses, the women's champions, Miss Carlson, Miss Silly, holding their belts, which they love so dearly. They do not want anyone to take their belts.
They created these belts. They declared themselves women's tag team champions, but they have defended these belts at every turn. They have dominated. They have beaten our current TWO women's champion in a tag team match. They have gone through this roster. It is Mrs. Curls, who I believe wanted to wrestle everyone, and she has done it, just about.
Yeah, they, came in, practically as amateurs. They were graduates of Salem League Action Wrestling, SLAW. They were the best women's tag team there, and they have absolutely set the gold standard for this division here.
Now, what do they give up to, the Scarlet, the Black
Your
Widow.
excuse, Goose, you can do no wrong.
The Black Widow, and then, of course, Wonder Woman. Superheroes, right. Literal superheroes. They're giving up a lot of height and weight to at least Wonder Woman, who just towers over Mrs. Curls.
Wonder Woman is clearly the powerhouse of that team, of this team of contenders. You see that she drops her weight on, but she's also a commander who values her teammates. I think they're coming right in with congruity, though never having professionally wrestled.
That is undisciplined from the former spy, the Black Widow, taunting
Natasha Romanoff.
Instead of keeping on and allowing Mrs. Curls to tag Mrs. Silly. And I thought she was trying to escape, but no, she is... What's more, her own hubris is she tried to get a little extracurricular there, but not keeping her from backhanding Mrs. Silly, and now working on the knee is the Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff.
And she could be coming tonight. You see that her suit is outfitted with the Widow's Bite bullets. Could she be infecting her opponents, dousing them into a state of, tiredness, laziness, dizziness?
It seems like it would be illegal in a standard tag team match, but Jacoby has made questionable decisions as Wonder Woman blows kisses to the crowd. They love her here, all these spring breakers.
And it seems that Widow's Bite may have already infected Mrs. Silly, crawling slowly.
But a flurry of punches and kicks takes down Wonder Woman, who is playing to the spring breakers a little too much. Double stomp delivered. And we've got
there.
One. And only one because she's Wonder Woman.
So few vulnerabilities to a literal goddess. But right there in the solar plexus, Mrs. Silly making a great hit.
Now elbows to Wonder Woman as Mrs. Curls fights out of that. Mrs. Silly able to make that tag. Again, Wonder Woman not staying on top of this. Maybe not used to tag team rules. I will point out that she and the Black Widow live in different universes normally.
They do. They live in completely different universes, but this is an alliance that they have formed to try and take down what they believe to be the enemy. Hell's Bells.
I'm sure that they're very frightened by the air cannons.
The air cannons, they cast a cloud across all comics universes.
And now, head scissor takedown of the Black Widow, and Mrs. Curls is on fire all of a sudden. And just like that, DDT, she reverses it all around. Black Widow takes the counter, Mrs. Curls not letting her get away, keeping on top of the action.
But now taking outside of the ring, that's not where Mrs. Curls can win this.
But again, champion's advantage means that a double countout would give Hell's Bells the titles on retention.
Indeed. Hell's Bells perhaps playing chess when I thought I was watching checkers.
There it is. Two of the smartest and toughest wrestlers in all of TWO.
And this is an impressive showing. Natasha, an agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., getting taken down.
And only one. Do they
teach confused at not being able to get a higher count there.
And there's a lot of stamina here. She has taken on Thanos. She has taken on Dr. Doom. She has taken on the White Widow, but also been friends with the White Widow. They've got a very complicated history.
She's overcome her own trauma in the Red Room.
Yeah, it's true.
To take down, it's the people who brainwashed her as a child. This is a lot of things that people would know if they've been following the last 4 years of Marvel Cinematic movies.
And there it is, a punch or a kick right to the gut sends her down, though. And Red Room experiencer, no, when you get a cannonball to the face like that, it's gonna hurt. And now just stomping away at the lower back. That seems to be the focus now of Mrs. Silly.
Mrs. Silly focusing in on Natasha
taking
Romanoff.
that arm.
Oh,
and
and how will the agent get out of this? This is a pickle that she has never been in before, and Wonder Woman, desperate for the tag, gets it.
Hey, she was able to get that tag to Wonder Woman. Mrs. Carl's tagged in, and still just a house of fire with that huge Beal throwing a Wonder Woman that's got to be twice her size, like she weighed nothing. Carl, where does she get it from?
She gets it from her sister. They call themselves the Tag Team Twins. I think Mrs. Silly and Mrs. Curls feed off of each other's infectious energy.
But unfortunately unable to stop Wonder Woman from that, but still taking her down with those leg scissors.
No, Mrs. Curls came to win tonight. She does not want to give up those well-loved belts.
And she did it. She hit. Oh boy. And she's going up to the top. Curl, girl, twirl. And we've got 1, 2, 3. And Hell's Bells continue their undefeated women's tag team championship run. Carl, nothing can stop them. Not superheroes, not time warps. Nothing can stop Hell's Bells.
DC and Marvel aligned to try and take down these dominant champions, but once again another contender comes and another contender falls. Coming in season 4, we expect the women's division to only grow. Will Hell's Bells be able to retain beyond tonight? Who knows? But here in the 90s, here in TWO, Mrs. Curls and Mrs. Silly are still your women's tag champions.
Standing tall above the Amalgam Comics, standing tall above the Spring Breakers, and standing tall with the women's championships. Good God, Carl, it's inspiring.
These two are probably
I'm gonna reach over there, and I'm just gonna.
Oh,
I'm gonna steal a little of your water.
Oh, well, I was hoping for skin to skin.
Ew.
Contact, like a high five. Not something grosser like that I would do when I cut off your skin in my basement, which I can't do because I don't have one.
The boat has a basement.
And Yogi is fixated on Deadskull.
As he should be. There are no second place finishes in the Battle Royal. There he goes!
Deadskull is out. Yogi Terror has thrown out Deadskull.
Here is Yogi Terror, who has earned this shot and wants to bring that Employee of the Month championship back to the yoga studio. The Bikram Bash connects! Do we have a new Employee of the Month? 1, 2, no!
Yogi Terror!
Wait a minute, that's
showing off! Who's that? What is happening here? Deadskull!
That's Deadskull! Deadskull is his partner in the Blind Tag Challenge!
And that disqualified Yogi Terror! And now he's got Heel Pie in his own team's corner. Perhaps the hatchet's been buried between him and Yogi Terror. We will see tonight. Yogi Terror probably getting a little impatient at Deadskull, waiting for a tag. And it could be it. 1, 2. And that is it! Yogi Terror, late to get in the ring. Deadskull and Yogi Terror clearly bathing in bad blood tonight. Oh my gosh, Yogi Terror takes his fist to the skull of Deadskull. He is not happy that Deadskull didn't tag him in. He is not happy that they are eliminated from the men's tag team tournament.
A grudge match for the ages as Deadskull takes on Yogi Terror. Deadskull right back into it. This is the Shavanza submission, and this time it's too much. Deadskull taps out. Yogi Terror takes this round, but I don't think we've heard the last out of these two. The first time was not enough. Yeah, Deadskull wants a little bit more. And Yogi Terror, Deadskull right into the face of poor Jacoby. That's even how they curse. They just say, "Oh my goodness, man. What? A double underhook driver, and now going up to the top is Deadskull. What's he got in mind? Insane elbow. We've got 1, 2, 3. Deadskull gets the win.
Wait, see, here it is. This is the resolution that I assumed was coming.
Right in the junk. Just to emphasize that it is not in fact over.
Yogi Terror is the worst. Deadskull, defeat him once and for all. As I
They couldn't get it settled in a one-on-one match. They couldn't get it settled in a separate one-on-one match, and they couldn't get it settled in several other one-on-one matches, but tonight it will be settled inside the confines of a steel cage. Yogi Terror, Deadskull, Carl.
Yeah, and Deuce, you left out a couple other times where they had singles matches against other people that then one of them came into, and they couldn't resolve it then.
Weirdly could not be resolved by being the third party in another match.
Yeah, but regardless, we are now in the 90s. Yogi Terror now is before yoga has become a big trend. Is that going to make him even meaner and angrier? Deadskull, still a complete wild card, a loose cannon, a maverick, a rubber burner. Is he going to be happy to be here in the decade of Top Gun, the original?
These are all excellent questions that I have as well. Carl, we are simpatico here in the 90s. What I do know is that whatever happens in this steel cage, be it 1990 something or 2024, steel cage matches are legally binding. Whoever wins this is the winner. Period.
The feud ends at Cowabunga. And we are at Cowabunga. Deadskull in the arena. The college co-eds are losing their minds.
The college co-eds have never seen a padlock on a chain that wasn't on a locker before.
That's exactly right. And many of them still have lockers in college because it's the 90s.
Yeah, the college lockers, man.
I think they had them in Saved by the Bell, the college years, which might be airing right now.
I'm getting no reception on my phone.
Speaking of no reception, there was no answer from Deuce when I turned to him with questions during the break because you slipped out of the booth.
I had to send some mail.
You sent some
USPS
mail?
Yes.
Email?
Regular mail. Although it could have been an electronic mail. Those exist now.
That they do. They're exciting. They take a while to get there. And what also took a while to get here is the feud between Deadskull and Yogi Terror. But here we are, inside those 4 caged walls.
4 caged walls, no ceiling, and Yogi Terror, just hanging. Oh my God! That may be it for Deadskull right away. And we're going to get a pin. We only got a 2 count.
Okay.
Jacoby,
Yogi Terror,
counting from outside the cage, it's going to be very hard.
Mm-hmm. Now, the time travel seems to have affected Yogi Terror. He seems even more terrifying and terrible and terrorious.
I think that's what the rage of a feud that has lasted all of this season will do. Reverse figure 4 locked in. Is this it for Deadskull? Deadskull suddenly looking very out of his depth here. And he's got to figure out a way out of this. There are no rope breaks in a steel cage, Carl.
This is Deadskull's first time inside a cage. Deadskull does not like being caged. The lock represents how he doesn't want to be locked up.
That makes sense. You can put that in his journal.
Fly away, Deadskull!
Deadskull trying to escape this. You can only win by pin submission or escaping the cage. There are no disqualifications inside the page. And now, Yogi Terror gonna take a nice little step up in the corner, but he's in those bare feet, which is gonna make climbing chain link very painful. That's a tactical error on his part.
If anyone can do it, it is Yogi Terror. He has been spending decades building up the strength and inner peace in his toes, as I discussed with him back in the locker room just before this match.
Now, when you've got inner peace in your toes, does that affect the knee area, the ankle area, or is it a strictly toe and foot based piece?
Oh, everything, as Yogi Terror has told me, is connected. The toe bone is connected to the knee bone, and the knee bone is connected to the butt bone, and the butt bone is connected to the belly bone, and the belly bone is where you digest, and it goes right back to the butt and then out the poop chute.
Scientifically sound and scientifically taking apart Yogi Terror is Deadskull. We've got to count 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.
And that is Jacoby just telepathing in those counts. Because he is
now
not
admonishing from
in his
outside
contract,
the cage.
Not going into the cage.
Yeah, he's not getting in there with these two. You can see the level of hatred. Deadskull normally with a skull for a face. You can just still see that the gritted teeth are not due to being a skull, but rather from pure hatred for Yogi Terror and his stupid tattoos.
Yeah, there are so many of them. They keep giving birth to baby tattoos. They're so sex crazed.
When two tattoos are very horny for each other, they make a little tattoo. It's true.
Yeah, and unfortunately, not all the lessons that we need about protection have been learned back here in the 90s. So they are multiplying because of the sex.
That was a huge... And Deadskull thinking about escaping, but now, no, dropping an elbow, missing entirely. And
a miscalculation, it seems, on Deadskull's part. He had a chance.
He had a chance. He went for a big move, and that is what hatred will do to you as he connects with that standing moonsault.
Now, I don't want to think about the future when the present is so exciting, but I do wonder, once this feud is settled, will these two know what to do with themselves?
Hey, when you've hated one person for so long, how can you possibly hate anyone else again? It is a time-honored question. They'll probably finish this match, go back to their respective rooms, maybe crank up some air supply, and really feel their feelings for a while.
Yeah. Yogi Terror probably gonna make a spot of tea. Maybe,
we got it. 1, 2, just a barely kick out.
Deadskull wants to win by pin. You can tell he had that chance to get out, and he dove down for a move. He's going for it there. Will it be his undoing?
He's making the suplex, hitting a drop kick. Deadskull now in control. Yogi Terror didn't see it coming. Springboard spinning, full body press there. And now Deadskull going up.
There we go, and it's not just the cage. There is an additional metal apparatus at the top of the cage as well. So this is one of the toughest cages we've ever seen, at least me personally.
That is standard wrestling cage top. We call that the muffin top of the cage.
The muffin top of the cage. I know why the caged wrestler sings, Deuce.
Well, I know that there's a 1 and just a 1.
It's the canary in the cage mine.
The cage-nary.
Yeah, the cage-nary. And Yogi Terror trying to rethink his strategy here because he has not been able to get any kind of momentum going against Deadskull after some early hits.
That headbutt right to the chest, and that's going to make it hard for him to breathe. And now a hand around his throat is definitely going to make it hard for him to breathe. Choking, absolutely legal in a cage match, Carl. And
legal in a cage match? Okay.
Him up and, hits the head kick.
And that could
Jacoby
do it.
Not paying any attention to this pin.
No, he is leering and staring at those college co-eds of all varieties. Jacoby takes whatever he can get.
Jacoby now watching his Deadskull climbing, and once again declining to climb the cage and finding nothing but Matt with the dive, letting Yogi Terror back into this match. Carl, at what point is it more important to win the match than it is to hurt your opponent in a match where there's so much feelings?
I don't know if winning is even really what they want. I think they just want to inflict as much pain as they can against each other. Speaking of which, we have the pain coming up in the next match in the Belt of Damocles triple threat.
We do have that coming up, and also we've got Yogi Terror trying desperately now to keep Deadskull inside this cage. Deadskull finally deciding to climb out, and Yogi catching up with him. Trying to climb between the cage pieces was not the smartest move, and nor was hitting it with his face.
No, and Deuce, historically, the most effective move in a cage match, we're seeing it right here. It's the butt punch. Yogi Terror did not butt punch at first. Deadskull did.
And that butt punch almost got Deadskull and Deadskull a full 3 count, but it did not. And now we are right back where we started. Hatred and counter maneuvers.
Hatred and counter maneuvers. The next
German suplex hit into the corner.
Yeah. This match is terrifying me, Deuce Silverado. It's scarier than an R.L. Stine Goosebumps book.
And there we saw it. Ooh, that supine suplex.
And Deadskull now, with the weight of his lock potentially holding him down, the hated Yogi Terror. These fans already know what a shithead he is. Climbing out. Is Deadskull gonna make it up to fight this?
Yogi Terror's got his leg. He's just got his leg is caught in the apparatus up in the muffin top. He's out of the muffin top. He's descending the cage, and Deadskull can only watch as Yogi Terror finishes this feud as the ultimate winner of a season-long grudge of hatred and fury and yoga.
And Deadskull, you could just see the story written across his skull. The pain of not only knowing that he lost, but that the feud is over and the future is now completely unwritten. Like a Natasha Bedingfield song that we'll probably have in about 15 to 20 years.
Absolutely.
The song Unwritten. Feel the
raindrops,
feel the rain on your skin.
I was
no
more
one
of
else can feel
these
it for
words
you.
guy myself, or will be more of a these words guy. I don't know.
Her brother is James Bedingfield. He was very popular in the UK starting in the 90s.
Oh, James Bedingfield, the lead singer of Metallica.
No, Metallica now still a metal band in the 90s.
In the
Cowabunga rages on.
We're raging on like Metallica in the pre-90s.
Give me fuel. Give me fire. Give me more wrestling that I desire.
More wrestling, not a hug?
Oh, please.
All right, look. Totally beefed it on the chronomancy, and it turns out I had a bunch of super bogus information about Saved by the Bell. Turns out less of a documentary, more of a TV series. It's pretty good. I went to the set, figured some stuff out, now here I am. But it turns out one thing that I was not wrong about is that the 90s are all that when it comes to super powerful guys, right? Like, I've met a bunch of just absolutely awesome, gnarly dudes, and now here I am doing my absolute best. But I feel more powerful than ever before because of all of the righteous, bodacious figures I've hung out with. So now here's what I say to you. Y'all thought Alzakar the Wizard, first of his name, thrasher twice of the absolute half-pipe was going to just turn over and die. That's what you thought. You thought that I was a complete coward, but it turns out that all the rad, cool stuff that I've seen in the last little bit or so has enlivened me. I'm ready to do some sick collabs. I'm ready to beat the absolute tar out of the pain! Ha-ha! You thought I was gonna say something else, but I'm ready to get you the pain. You traveled with a wizard twice, you're not gonna do it a third time. I'm gonna beat you so hard, and I'm gonna keep that belt. And you know what? I've done some soul searching, and if I don't keep that belt, then that's pretty awesome too, you know, if it goes to James Gandalf Panini, who I've got a lot of respect for. I mean, he's a wizard, he's more profoundly of this world than me. So what happens, right? You, the pain, aren't going to get it. You are going to get a beatdown, a double beatdown from two cool wizards who are awesome and can hang. My house is a crib now. People say crib. So what I'm going to say to you is this. James Gandalf Panini, you and me are cool. Obviously, I'd love to retain the belt, because if I lose it, then, like, really, what am I doing here? But maybe I'm on a journey of self-discovery and everything's fine. The pain, you're not gonna get the belt, because if you get the belt, everything's gonna suck big style, all right? So you could eat my shorts, and you could fuck right off, Pally, all right? James Gandalf Panini? I mean, I'm gonna give it to you, too, a little bit, but, like, want to collab on, like, a sick, ritual or something later? Assuming we don't lose a powerful artifact to an evil entity? Oh, I'm ready for you! Don't trifle with a wizard! Everything rocks and you suck! Yeah!
What's going to happen here after Gandalf Panini?
That is a magic handshake. So
agreement.
Gandalf Panini, seemingly not put up to this, just wanted to test his witch's drought. And there go the lights again.
It's all out.
Richard Zeus gets to pay the light bill. Oh, and there's
the pain is here. The pain is in the ring. Gandalf Panini is gone.
Alcazar's just had a big match. The belt of Damocles is on the line as the Pain, who I am legally now obligated to tell you is not the big boss so far as I can prove. James Gandalf Panini, who I am not legally told to tell you is a wizard, and of course, the champion of Damocles himself, Alzakar the first of his name, House Wizard of the Dynasty of Mazalco, the Piping of the Morning, the Sword of Bedraga Past, Orc Fiend, the Grim Teacher, Wielder of the Open Staff of Dragonor, Champion of Damocles, etc., etc., will be competing for that belt card.
Deuce, I thank you for once again, before the break, suggesting a hug to me, because without that, I would be completely broken right now. I am in fear of the fog and the imposing silhouette of the Pain.
Yeah, the Pain, of course, has headlights on his glasses so that he can see his way to the ring, but the rest of us are left completely in the dust, in the fog, in the fear of someone who, once again, I am legally being forced to say I cannot prove is the big boss.
Ever the rule follower you are, Deuce Silverado.
The Pain, of course, has been stalking Alzakar the Wizard, first of his name, House Wizard of the Dynasty of Azalco, Piping in the Morning, Sword of the Dragon Pass, Orc Fiend, the Grim Teacher, Wielder of the Yoga Staff, and Dragonor, Champion of Damocles, etc., etc., frightening him at several points as well, and really stalking our current Champion of Damocles, however, refusing a face-to-face matchup when the champion called him out. What do you think's going on with the Pain there, Carl?
A lot to unpack with this relationship between the Pain and Alzakar bin Braxicor. The Pain may be responsible for James Gandalf Panini showing up at Alzakar's speech a few weeks back. The Pain, a powerful individual, somehow at some point acquired an AuthorityCorp pin, but the sort of person who seems like he could get anything done that he wanted in an organization like this.
And here he is, James Gandalf Panini, and you bring up a great point, Carl. Is he in league with the Pain, who I must legally say I have no proof is in league with AuthorityCorp, who can get people on their side? Or is he a free agent? Is this really a secret 2-on-1 match against Alzakar bin Braxicor, the first of his name, House Wizard of the Dynasty of Mazalco, the Piping of the Morning, the Sword of Madraga Pass, Orc Fiend, the Grim Teacher, Wielder of the Oaken Staff of Dragonor, Champion of Damocles, etc., etc.?
Absolutely, you are right. He could be in league with the Pain. This could turn into like a 2-on-1, or he seems like a very nefarious man. He could have his own plan to do a double cross on the Pain as well. I personally am just worried about what might happen with the Belt of Damocles potentially leaving Alzakar's possession. He has been the keeper of it. He has kept us safe from its dangerous powers, and it's all on the line tonight. Alzakar right there, the sword pointing to the Daytona skies.
And now lowering to the Daytona hell below through the Belt of Damocles. He's gonna have a hard time moving. Yeah, he did it, he got it.
Yes, but he will continue moving just as he has moved through Season 3, starting this season out in a state of depression, not understanding his purpose here in this world, which is now a different time in the same world. But Alzakar picked himself up by the cape cloak straps and
really
defeated a bunch of otherworldly
man.
Foes. He took down Sephiroth and Arthas Menethil and that creepy Lich King. Nothing to do with any other kings or lions. Alzakar here, the protector in many ways of TWO, with the Belt of Damocles.
And possibly the protector of our reality, which is and also the reason that we are here in the 90s, but the reason I was able to write a letter to my past self to tell him to just spend a crap ton of money investing in Apple, which I remember getting that letter earlier in my life, and I just realized that I was the one that wrote it, so I had to complete that time circle. It's why I'm filthy rich now.
That's exciting to know, Deuce, and it's why you have enough to spare to buy multiple houseboats, even one that maybe someday I could move into so that I would live in a place with a bathroom.
Yeah, the houseboat basement does have a bathroom. Carl, what are you looking for in this triple threat? Who's got the advantage here? We've seen that Alzakar the Wizard, first of his name, House Wizard of the Dynasty, Alzakar, Piping in the Morning, Sword Bed, Dragon Pass, Heart Fiend, Grim Teacher, Wielder of the Zokin Scepter, Dragon Door, Champion of Damocles, etc., has not backing down from the pain now, though, is the current champion of Damocles, but neck breaker from and now springboard moonsault. James Gandalf Panini is in this to win this, and it's wrenching him away from the pain. Bad move. The pain wants to deliver the pain.
Yeah, when you're in a triple threat, Deuce Silverado, it's chaos in there, and especially when it's 3 wrestlers, so strong and so dangerous and so tough as this trio. It's going to be last man standing. One of them is going to benefit from injuries to the other 2 and somehow be able to capitalize. I think we're going to see absolute bedlam with someone coming out on top at the end.
Well, the pain is absolutely out here, just dropping people on their faces. 1, 2, and only 2 for the pain there, or for the champion, as he rolls to the outside, and it is now between the pain and James Gandalf Panini, who has nefarious notions of his own. What happens if he gets hold of this powerful artifact that Alcazar says must be protected at all costs?
Yeah, well, that's exactly the question, I think, on my mind and on the minds of the college co-eds and MTV production crews on their time off in the crowd. We have the known quantity. Alzakar Brimbaxicor will wield the belt of Damocles with good motives, with genuine compassion for our reality. We have the pain, who very well could turn it over toward some kind of corporate overlord and have it be used for evil. And then
I am legally bound to say that this corporate entity may or may not be AuthorityCorp.
AuthorityCorp, who has 2 more matches tonight. The WARGAMES match coming up right after this, and then the big boss himself in line to possibly win the men's championship. So I am worried about what happens when someone not named Alzakar potentially gets this belt. It could open portals to our reality that we don't want. Portals that take away our cheese. I'm talking about.
Maybe we can't get back to our normal time and are stuck in the 90s. I don't know. What I do know is that right now, James Gandalf Panini in charge of this match. One more. And then just taken, driven down to the mat by the champion is James Gandalf Panini. Carl, I will point out one other thing.
Bring it.
That is that with someone who, as I am legally required to say, may or may not be a member of AuthorityCorp, is in the ring right now. We need to remember what they have taken from us, and what they have taken from us is Tuber.
May that potato vacation in peace while we remember all the good times.
I'm just going to take a moment of silence now to remember Tuber after that Powerball.
And I'm going to actually have a remembrance potato chip.
And we're back to the action! Over the top rope goes Alcazar, stomping on James Gandalf Panini is the pain. Driving James Gandalf Panini's face into the mat is the pain. Getting hit in the back is the pain by Alcazar, but now he has grabbed Alcazar up, and Alcazar escapes, drives into the back of the knee. The pain's gonna be in some pain after that. And now Chekhov's steel steps being picked up by James Gandalf Panini and slid into the ring.
These are 90s grade steel steps. These are dangerous. These could give you some sort of infection in your wounds.
They got infections. In the 90s, we have no research on CTE as far as the general public knows.
That's exactly right. We do have research on CTE, but the public is not getting informed about it. And another thing that the public is not getting informed about, apparently, is the warm weather here in Daytona. A lot of these wrestlers wearing long sleeves and pants.
Yeah, it's very warm. I'm sweating up a mile. But James Gandalf Panini should be, and he is absolutely looks hydrated and fresh and dropped on his back by the pain. The steel steps are being picked up once again. No one's been able to successfully use them, but now he's got Alcazar lined up and he nails him. Alcazar.
Deuce, can I just help out a friend right here? I've brought a cooler with me. I've got ice packs in the cooler, and I've got damp cloths staying cool in there. Can I just pat you down for a moment?
I would love it if you would pat me down for a moment.
All right, I'm just here.
What
it is.
noise?
Pat. There you go.
It's oddly soothing.
Yeah, I got those audio-enabled towels.
Oh, yeah. Is that what... Of course, yeah. I had assumed that you were the one saying pat. But no, it was the towels. Yeah, that makes all the sense in the world.
No, that was the towels. That's what they say when you pat. If you do a wipe, it's a whole different thing. Then you go, wipe.
Oh, I try that one.
And I got to program in my voice on them, which, this is from the 2020s.
Now, what do you do when you ring them out?
Drippy Drew.
Oh, speak of Drippy Drew, James Gandalf Panini just got hit with some stary stares, but it's the Pain who's been able to capitalize on that.
Trying to count out his own opponents is the Pain.
But there is no count out in a triple threat, and now teaming up with Alzakar to drop James Gandalf Panini face first onto those stairs. Triple threats make strange bedfellows backstabber.
Exactly. I was wondering who is playing who there, and it was Alzakar setting up the Pain.
Well, backstabber's the name of the move as well.
Ooh.
Well, escaping, but there are no pins on the outside, and James Gandalf Panini now recovered and just enjoying these two going at each other. And the steel stairs are up. And the steel stairs are into the face of Pain.
You gotta love it. Sometimes the steel stairs are exactly what our doctors order.
And our doctor is, of course, Michael Romano, cardiologist.
That's right, and Dr. Gene Mutation when we really need an extra pep in our step. And by pep, I mean we need to have our feet fused with peppers.
And by pep, I mean wrestling powder.
Wrestling powder. Not, as we know, found in Snickers, our sponsor tonight.
Yeah, that's right. Snickers may or may not contain wrestling powder. We're legally obligated to say it. Snickers.
That's the slogan.
That's our good.
And the slogan right now is 1,
2, and a new champion of Damocles. No, we do not.
We do not have a new champion of Damocles. And we do not have any new champions yet tonight. Hell's Belts have already defended the women's tag championship, and we have the women's championship coming later.
Oh! Hold me, Carl!
Hold me, Deuce! Hold me!
Hold you!
Hold my towel! Hold.
We're here, and that is the Scooby-Doo Gunner. We remember the Scooby-Doo Gunner was destroyed by the Pain. Last time we saw him.
What is happening?
But he has come back for revenge. And now
disappears under the cloak of night. That mysterious dealer out of justice comes in and leaves just as fast as he did.
And Alcazar now going to work on James Gandalf Panini. The Pain in the middle of the ring, having been flattened by the Scooby-Doo Gooder, who we have not seen since the Pain flattened him.
James Gandalf Panini trying to be some Casey Jones in that currently popular Ninja Turtles game with his hockey stick.
Full hockey stick action, but Alcazar now coming all the way back.
And you have to wonder, are they defeating themselves by leaving the Pain alone right now? Where's the Pain disposed of? Where's the Pain? How could I be worried about someone I hate so much?
The Pain, the Scooby-Doo Gooder may have taken the Pain with him in the dark. We are in the dark as to what's going on with that. This may be a one-on-one competition now, but Jacoby not counting because it's still technically a triple threat.
That's right. It is technically a triple threat with only 2 wrestlers. It seems that maybe the Scooby-Doo Gooder relieved us of the Pain.
That seems to be how it went. I feel better already. Less jittery, more peppy.
Yeah.
My previous
that's what I put. That's what I put in the towel.
It's dark again. And this time, James Gandalf Panini taking advantage of the dark.
And getting behind Alzakar and Braxicor, dropping him to the mat, and oh no, I'm
We've
worried
got
here.
1, 2, only 2.
Alzakar summons strength from realms beyond to get out of that pin.
And here comes James Gandalf Panini right to the face. And now
trying to sandwich press the wizard.
And he may exactly be trying to sandwich press this wizard. He himself of magical leanings. We are.
Hey.
And now.
Deuce. Oh, wait. I'll hold my thought.
Take it over. And we've got 1, 2, 3. Woo! Alzakar Bimbaxicor, first of his name, House Wizard of the Dynasty of Mazalco, the Piping of the Morning, the Sword of Bedraga Pass, Orc Fiend, the Grim Teacher, Wielder of the Oaken Staff of Dragonor, Champion of Damocles, still, etc., etc.
Jacoby grabs the magical hand of Alzakar. Alzakar somehow comes out of that absolute gauntlet to continue to protect our realm and realms beyond from the dangers of the belt of Damocles.
Do we think that bringing the Scooby-Doo Gooder, are we in the 90s because the Scooby-Doo Gooder draws his power from a still vibrant Scooby-Doo franchise here in the 90s?
That's very possible, and also being in the 90s. James Gandalf Panini, his sandwich not yet super trendy in the United States.
No, we are still just getting Subways and Chris sandwiches.
That's exactly right. It'll be an Egg McMuffin for me every day.
Dan Cortez says I should get a Chris sandwich and that he loves this place.
And he's also appearing on Seinfeld next week.
Ooh! Crossover!
Hello.
Hello. Hey, everybody.
Hello.
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 I'm gonna read this because it's important. We're here today not just as wrestlers.
Not just as wrestlers.
But as fighters for justice.
We've come together.
We've come together as the Heart Foundation.
I have to do the thing? The Heart Foundation. To take on the greatest threat to our world, AuthorityCorp.
AuthorityCorp has done unspeakable things.
They killed their own employees, pulled the visible and invisible strings of power of 12.
And even own 5 seats.
5 seats!
In the United States Senate. But that's not all.
But that's not all.
That's not all.
They've genetically modified the flavor out of Cinnabons.
They've dyed the Chicago River green on a regular day.
Not even for St. Patrick's Day. On St. Patrick's Day, it was a normal river.
And worst of all, they bought the Hague.
The Hague? What's the Hague?
Now they can't be tried for their crimes against humanity.
But we won't stand idly by.
And let this continue. At Cowabunga.
At Cowabunga. At Cowabunga, we're taking them on in a 4v4 WARGAMES match.
Despite them having the advantage, we believe in our strength, our unity, and our cause.
As a reminder, our cause is justice.
This isn't just a match. This is a battle for what's right.
We're fighting for those who can't fight for themselves. We're fighting to bring justice back to our world.
AuthorityCorp may have the power.
They may have the influence, but we have something they don't.
Dreams, hope, and the will
to fight for a better tomorrow.
We stand together.
We stand together. We stand together as the Heart Foundation. We put aside our differences.
We've put aside our differences.
And we're ready to give everything we've got to take them down.
Join us in this fight.
Support us. Cheer for us.
Because when we win,
It's a victory for everyone who believes in justice, fairness, the heart of wrestling.
And the heart of wrestling.
Together we can beat AuthorityCorp.
Together we can bring the heart back to 12.
I see what you did there. I like that.
The battle for justice begins here.
Tonight.
At Cowabunga.
There's no running from the Heart Foundation.
Nice little PSA you made there. The only problem is it was a little hard to hear over all the rain. So Heart Foundation, it's time to prove yourself. It's time to see if you can beat AuthorityCorp.
E. Honda is a force of nature. He's a mountain of muscle. They call him the sumo champion. He's dominated Titan Wrestling online. He's the reigning defending champion. Honda earned his reputation the hard way. Every great warrior has their rituals. E. Honda is no different. His preparations are legendary, leaving onlookers in awe. Honda steps into a junkyard, eyes his prey. His fists fly, metal crumples, glass shatters. The car is scrap. Honda stands triumphant, ready for war. E. Honda might be a solitary warrior in the ring, but outside of it he's a loyal friend and mentor. He values the bonds of brotherhood above all else. The air crackles with anticipation. The crowd roars with excitement. Tonight's the night. War Games, the most brutal match in Titan Wrestling Online, and E. Honda is ready.
War Games! Carl!
Dudes, it's War Games! Games of War!
That's what I just screamed!
Yeah, I heard you and I agreed, and we've got a hell of a match coming. The Heart Foundation is private practice, forming an alliance with some of the greatest faces in this organization, and also Lyle Guard, who is, I guess, now a face? Hold on.
Will be contained in separate cages, with one member of each team starting the match. At regular intervals, alternating members from each team will be released to enter the match. The team with the advantage will be the first to have a member released into the match. Once all competitors have entered, War Games officially begins. The match can be won by pinfall or submission. Exiting the cage will result in a forfeit.
And there you have it. Those are the rules to War Games. The Heart Foundation, AuthorityCorp, locked in cages above the ring. They will send people in one at a time, and this has been brewing for quite some time. Dr. Michael Romano, cardiologist, and his well-documented hatred of the Big Boss, who notably, not in this match, maybe he wanted to win the round robin to avoid having to be in this match with his longtime nemesis, Dr. Michael Romano, cardiologist.
Yeah, it's another cowardly move by that corporate behemoth, Big Boss, to not show up to his corporation's own War Games. But we have just a real who's who of fan favorite wrestlers coming together because they feel that AuthorityCorp has done too much wrong, both in Titan Wrestling Online and in the world. And they've come together just like celebrities at the beginning of COVID, to tell which is in the future, to tell us all that they can help.
Maybe we should warn people about that. I just realized I can make myself rich, but should I warn us about COVID?
You should invent Moderna.
Ooh, that would make me rich and warn people.
Yeah, and you can bring me on as like a sales rep.
Oh, that's clever of you.
Yeah. Just trying to get my foot in the door somewhere, Love to get in on the ground floor of something good with my best pal, who we just help each other out in a pinch. And someone who helps a lot of people out, who now has his lab coat. It's the amazing Funtimestein representing the Heart Foundation, despite having lost in the last match for the advantage.
And here we are, in getting a shot, at least for a little while, before the Authority Corp, who won that advantage, will have a wrestler come in. Getting a little bit of time to maybe get some payback for E. Honda, who finally was able to wrench away the Employee of the Month championship from Funtime's team.
He's got a lot of enemies in this match, and the biggest thing that he's the enemy of is just the dour, crappy moods that everyone at Authority Corp is always in, because that's one thing that he loves is parties and fun. Those are two things.
And let's talk for a minute about the moment that E. Honda is having here in the 90s. Street Fighter is very popular at this general time. And now launching Funtime's team to the second ring that we had, Lord, with the expanded cage. There's nothing that our technical crew can't do, Carl.
Yeah, and as we've seen in the past, Funtimestein, one of our toughest and best wrestlers in TWO, but maybe outmatched by the athletic prowess and weight of E. Honda.
And there it is, just throwing all of that weight right at Funtimestein to take control. And Funtimestein is in trouble, and he's going to be even more trouble when the Authority Corp gets their second competitor into this match. Samoan drop, leveling Funtimestein. Now, they cannot attempt to pin until everyone is in. So this here is just bonus violence time.
And so the question here is, who can endure the punishment and who can dole out the most punishment? Funtimestein hoping that he can do it, but his hopes are just that at this point. They seem to not be helping.
No, not at all. And of course, now Funtimestein taking it back with a series of rights and lefts.
He knows about the flurry of hand hits that E. Honda can bring, and he and Footface tried to give their own.
And now E. Honda caught in that no man's land between rings. That is the hardest part of the ring, I am told.
Yeah, no, it's made of metal. It's objectively harder than anything else on the mat. And it's not just any metal, it's that 90s metal, which could cause our unresearched CTE.
And of course, it will be replaced by grunge soon.
That's exactly right. Those headbands not going to be useful in rock and roll very soon.
It's all going to be flannel shirts and shorts with tights under them.
Oh, I'm just getting a notice that grunge has already happened and come and gone within the 90s.
Oh, wow. We are certainly in all of the 90s here.
That's right. Limp Bizkit also popular.
Oh, no.
And more popular, it seems to be in the ring, is punishment, is poor Funtimestein just not able to hang with the all-time great sumo wrestler E. Honda.
And E. Honda now, that's going to be a lot of E. Honda to come crashing down on Funtimestein. He may be taking Funtimestein out of this matchup before it even... Huge splash! There's nothing left! Funtimestein is dead! Do you hear me? He's dead! He is ceased to be! And
they are trying to squeeze the organs out of the amazing Funtimestein. He's about to be the amazing Funtime dead.
And now, to add insult to injury, here comes Zangief.
The Russian wrestler. The sometimes foe and often ally of E. Honda.
Also, having recently joined Authority Corp, also looking questionable in a tie. The way that Tuber, poor Tuber used to look questionable.
Did you know that inside the Authority Corp employee handbook, they are barred from having decorative chest hair. And so Zangief has to cover it up with a shirt and tie at all times.
That's Steinbrenner, of course, very big right now in the 90s, and very big at banning facial hair and chest hair and other hair.
Yeah, unfortunately, they haven't come for Zangief's signature head bars of hair.
Yeah, you gotta have a head bar, and right now, Funtimestein is having a really bad time, Steen. Do you see what I did there, Carl?
I do, and E. Honda turning Funtimestein into the bouncing ball.
Funtimestein not really just nothing to do except for watch it happen.
I mean, E Honda.
Wait a minute. Is
Fun-Time-Stein
finding his way out of that? How? Where does he find it? How are his organs intact? I was pretty sure he was dead, and he might be very soon.
I'm just getting notice that Fun-Time-Stein, knowing that he was entering the War Games against E Honda, had gene mutation, put injections of organ strengthening potion into his hearts, his kidneys, and also his liver.
Oh, there you go. Probably made great friends with 90s icons Mark McGuire and Jose Canseco.
And Sammy Sosa. He's fun.
He is fun.
Yeah.
Currently.
You know, he is currently fun. Barry Bonds, love the size of your head.
It's a perfect size at this moment in time. And now more E Honda.
E Honda hits Zangief by accident.
That's maybe the break that Fun-Time-Stein needed. Fun-Time-Stein desperately needs another member of the Heart Foundation in here, and it is not happening for another little bit.
The only breaks he is getting are bone breaks. Is Fun-Time-Stein going to live out War Games? That is the story we're tracking right now.
Right now, the answer is no. I think he may be legally dead. They could have just been throwing a corpse around all this time.
I hope not, because that would be grim.
Yeah, it would be very grim. It's true. But also very, it seems like the sort of thing that would be a twist in a black and white film at about this time.
Indeed, it would be, but this is the 90s, and we're all about Technicolor. And here comes perhaps the most Technicolor member of the Heart Foundation. It is everybody's brother!
Everybody's brother coming in just in time.
Everybody's brother!
Well, a little late to save his brother, Fun-Time-Stein, from getting put through that table, but now, and immediately just eaten alive by Zangief. The numbers game too much. Couldn't decide who to go after. Fun-Time-Stein possibly dead, if not lit. Poison Rana from everybody's brother.
And everybody's brother bringing in the fresh juice of sibling love. That exactly what Fun-Time-Stein needed. That's right, I said the fresh juice of sibling love.
That is what he said. And if you want the fresh juice of sibling love, check out a Snickers. That's the slogan.
That's the slogan. It's also the ingredient.
Ew. And here we are, Fun-Time-Stein now fighting out again as everybody's brother gets a DDT. And missing Zangief, trying to help his brother, everybody's brother out. But now Zangief planting everybody's brother with a power slam. And now...
The two very, very kind-hearted wrestlers in the ring for Heart Foundation right now up against giant professional wrestlers from a video game realm.
But oh my God, he's got E Honda's nose, but eats a belly-to-belly from Zangief. Everybody's brothers still just trying to get a foothold in this match.
Knocked down though, able to get out of the hold.
And escaping again. Just every time he escapes a hold, he gets into another one, taken down by E Honda and now stumped by Zangief. But once again, Fun-Time-Stein is up and upright and moving and not, I repeat, not dead. Oh my God, he's dead. That's
showing. No, he is still writhing. You have to be alive to writhe.
That's what I'm always saying, because it rhymes so well.
That's right, and we always know if it rhymes, it's true. If it doesn't, feel blue.
And a top rope elbow from Zangief to everybody's brother, and now coming over to deal further damage. Double Russian leg sweep to a somehow still living Fun-Time-Stein. E Honda.
This is only gonna go from bad to worse. The next wrestler to come in will be from that faceless, horrible, evil AuthorityCorp, which has been spreading
and
disease.
A second splash!
Yes.
A second splash! Even as the Praise Erotic
He's done! He's done! Fun-Time-Stein is dead!
He absolutely is dead! He cannot be alive at this point. Genetically altered organs or not, special Jose Canseco baseball powder or not, there's cream, the clear, it doesn't matter.
And then here comes the human who beat him at our last show, our last Pantheon. Seth Fillmore Otis won this advantage for AuthorityCorp.
And Seth Fillmore Otis taking another dive onto Fun Times team. I don't understand why you would jump onto a dead man. Wait a minute,
boss.
There was a little twitch there.
I
think Seth Fillmore Otis resuscitated his heart by jumping on him in extra time.
Meanwhile, E-Honda, Zangief, and Seth Fillmore Otis now taking it to their brother, everybody's brother.
And everybody's brother just in real trouble with the 3-on-1. Even as Fun Times did. No, E-Honda finds him. And Seth Fillmore Otis, it looked like he was going to go to the top again. And now, right to the first part of the ring, and over to ring number 2 goes Fun Times.
There goes his tailbone. It is now just turned into sludge.
The sludge bone, if you will. And that's connected to
the sludge bone is connected to the rest of the sludge hips.
And now squeezing the organs as everybody's brother gets taken over by Seth Fillmore Otis. And he's tapping. Fun Times team tapped out, but it doesn't count yet.
No, it does not
count. Let him go.
3 more wrestlers to join before Fun Times team can be released from the cage that is his continuing life.
And there goes that full Nelson slam. Oh my God. In the meantime,
Seth Fillmore Otis,
Seth Fillmore Otis with a miss, but unable to take advantage of it as everybody's brother. Man, the AuthorityCorp just having their way right now.
Now, what is it going to take, Deuce, for the tenor of this match to shift? Could Lyle Guard or Dr. Michael Romano, cardiologist, somehow flip things in the Hart Foundation's direction?
It's gonna be tough as Seth Fillmore Otis completed another splash, this time onto everybody's brother. Everybody's brother taking over with a suplex. AuthorityCorp continuing 2 street fighters, absolutely beating the ever-loving crap out of Fun Times team over in the other ring.
That's right, and both of them, having fought Vega, have extensive steel cage experience.
That is true, and they know that if you climb the cage, you are bound to jump off of it and go, whoa!
Yeah, that's the Barcelona drop for you. This, our second of 3 matches with steel tonight. We had our Yogi Terror match, we have this, and we have Hell in a Cell coming soon.
And now, casually coming to the ring for his team is Lyle Guard.
Lyle Guard,
former TWO men's champion.
He wants them to stop.
He does. He wants this whole thing to stop. But he cannot stop the match yet.
Oh,
all the competitors are
Lyle.
in there. And, he did it. He tricked E-Honda. E-Honda thought that he had the advantage, but Lyle Guard is as wily as his hair is good. And it doesn't matter. E-Honda has already taken control of Lyle Guard.
Now, Lyle, we know, the former men's TWO championship, been a bit of a hiatus during season 3, wrestling, but only in the form of his champion and lawyer, Brock Hart.
And what do we have on the back of Lyle Guard? Is that a turtle shell? Is he?
That is. Yeah.
He is a. Yeah, it is the 90s, and he is a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle now.
And Lyle Guard has known about WarGames for a while, has been now with the Hart Foundation for almost a full month, and he has spent that time, he tells me, reading up on all the intricacies of WarGames rules.
And one of them is apparently you can bring a turtle shell. That's going to be very helpful for something. And Fun Times team now has not only revived, but is climbing. And what does he have in mind?
A true champion moment.
Splashes down onto the back of Zangief.
It maybe hurt him.
A little tit for all that tat that he's been getting. And going right into the corner.
And the amazing Fun Times team truly inspiring these college students in the audience, telling them no matter what challenges you face in life, you can keep going as long as you have lots and lots of drugs injected into you.
And there we go. And right now, Lyle Guard taking on E Honda with a 1,000-hand slap of his own. AuthorityCorp, everybody's brother, and Fontainestein taking care of business over in ring number 2. The Hart Foundation has put themselves
a look at them now.
Back into this matchup. Carl, how did they do it?
They did it with exactly the middle word of their name, heart. They dug deep within themselves and somehow found a way to take down these evil opponents.
Yeah, Seth Fillmore Otis and 2 accomplished street fighters. And now soon, in about 5 seconds, the Ultimate Manager.
And this, if there is one person to put all of the blame for AuthorityCorp's evil deeds on, it's Big Boss. But since he won't ever face the music for his crimes, he puts it on his Ultimate Manager.
And the Ultimate Manager is coming in and immediately making his impact felt. But no, Lyle Guard now with a series of kicks. He does not care for the way that the Ultimate Manager flaunts the rules.
Exactly, and on the other end, everybody's brother dropping from the top rope. Elbow connected to the back of a CrossFit coach.
And now Fontainestein with a DDT, but gets beeled into the corner by E Honda. Everybody's brother dropping the Ultimate Manager across the top rope. E Honda now
Seth
coming over.
Otis' skull cracked open by everybody's brother.
DDT'd from everybody's brother, but Seth Fillmore Otis with a big drop kick. So much action. Carl, how do we pay attention to all of it? My eyes are going whatever the opposite of crossed is.
I think what we need all of you TWO fans to do, out there in the world, out there in the chat, is push record on your VHS right now so that you can watch this match twice.
That's great advice there, Carl. And what's also great advice is throwing stop signs. No, but the Ultimate Manager taken down. Maybe not. Maybe that just enraged Fontainestein as Zangief comes over to help, but gets spun around and punched for his trouble. But the Ultimate Manager right there to capitalize. The numbers game still firmly in the advantage of those with the advantage, and that was AuthorityCorp.
But you have to think that if Hart Foundation has any chance right now, it might come from Dr. Michael Romano getting more rest than anybody else in advance of this match.
That is true. Michael Romano will come in fresh when he comes in. The question is, what will be left of his team as AuthorityCorp has reasserted their advantage?
But even if they are down...
But no, Poison Rana from everybody's brother again! He is hitting that one left and right, but what works. Neck breaker to Zangief.
And
Fontainestein has got the nose of the Ultimate Manager.
He's got his nose, foot face, doing damage in the second ring. And right now, that is where he wants to do it.
It's better than the third ring.
That's exactly right. And definitely better than the ninth ring.
Yeah, well, the ninth ring is where the worst stuff is. That's what they always say.
Mm-hmm. But the worst stuff right now seems to be that AuthorityCorp right now has the upper hand against maybe everyone? I can't tell. This chaos.
Every time we put out somebody's winning, but we are 5 seconds away from a full-on War Games as Dr. Michael Romano leisurely strolls down the stairs.
Here comes the best doctor in all of wrestling, here to defibrillate his struggling foundation.
And he is going right underneath the ring first, and he's going to bring in a fresh table.
That's right, because he's going to put these patients on the table and take out their hearts. He does not like AuthorityCorp one bit to Silverado.
No, and he is going back under. He's just not a table. He's also bringing in a chair. And just a chair. That's it. He's done, and he's in the ring. And Jacoby is going to shut the door, and this match has officially begun now at 22 minutes into it. Carl, what action. And Dr. Michael Romano immediately showing he and everybody's brother kind of rallying in the corner of ring one, and now with the top stop sign, ringing the bell of Seth Fillmore Otis.
And this match truly an illustration of the fog of war. the hate that can drive nation against nation, but one will come out victorious. The Hart Foundation could put a huge dent in AuthorityCorp's plans and armor, or AuthorityCorp could take one step closer to TWO and world domination.
That is the entire stakes here. And right now, it's looking mostly like AuthorityCorp, but things can change quickly. Seth Fillmore Otis.
Hold on, can we appreciate for a second how Jacoby is not watching?
Not one. He does not want to look. As it turns out, Jacoby abhors violence, really questions his life's choices that brought him into someone who has to watch it.
And multiple wrestlers getting slammed onto the match, stop signs, tables, and chairs getting bounced off the ground with one hit after another. Fun time scene in Zamji.
Both weaponed up, and Lylegard trying to fight out of it, but no, the Ultimate Manager locking in a figure 4. If he submits here, it counts.
Dr. Michael Romano, you gotta get in there. You're on fresh legs. Is Dr. Michael Romano going to let his team and us down? College,
breaking up the figure 4. And E Honda just standing there and stalking and now going after Lylegard specifically with that chair. Didn't bother to stop Michael Romano from breaking it up.
Now you have
to. That's a pile driver, and that's a bad news for Dr. Michael Romano, cardiologist.
This is absolute chaos and calamity happening in these parallel rings. Deuce.
And Carl, you're right, and they're all going to get contusions and concussions, and also hurt.
Yeah, and they're all acting like cunts.
Honda with a big miss. Lylegard back into it. Can he get the big man up for that? No.
And is that Fun Time Scene strangling Zangief down in the bottom right?
AuthorityCorp, the Hart Foundation, apparently fighting back here, getting themselves back into this. Dr. Mike Romano grabs the Ultimate Manager.
Fun Time Scene and Footface
dropping him with a neck breaker.
It is not enough, but Michael Romano, Lylegard, and everybody's brother all in advantageous positions right now.
You got a pin count, and no, Ihana able to kick out.
But Michael Romano right there with a metal stop sign.
And yeah, right now, Lylegard working on E Honda really hard, just absolutely using that lifeguard strength to bury the big man, and now turns his attention to the Ultimate Manager as Zangief gets busted open by Fun Time Steam. And
I didn't even know blood was allowed in Street Fighter.
It's the first time he's seen it, and now. Everybody's brother. Ihana's got it. 1, 2, 3. I think Lylegard has done it. Lylegard has done it.
Lylegard! Dr. Michael Romano, everybody's brother, the amazing Fun Times team, the Hart Foundation assembled and has dealt a striking blow to the core of AuthorityCorp.
AuthorityCorp has never been in a worse position than they are now after losing this very important matchup. The Ultimate Manager is humiliated. He brought in his ringer Street Fighters. He brought in his Seth Fillmore Otis of his Seth Fillmore Otis.
Everybody's brother, lifting up his brother, the amazing Fun Times team, who is truly amazing in that he's still alive.
I will look back and see that they could have had a permanent 3-on-4 advantage had they not jumped on him one more time and restarted his failed heart.
And this, gaze upon it, TWO faithful, that is the Hart Foundation, and they triumphed for good.
Because of cardiology, of all things. Who saw it coming?
Cowabunga rages on!
Rage!
Tubular rage!
Blubs to the back as Artemis T. Demoulas. Pump Angel Slam set up. I just takes her over. Wait!
What? Rita Tom
lights.
with that mommy magic?
I am so upset. Oh, that is the Godmother!
The fairy godmother has the back of Rita Tom.
Just absolutely clobbering her, and the lights are out. I don't know where Jacoby was for that, but now Rita Tom in the driver's seat.
A molten elbow.
Dropping her. And 1, 2, 3.
And that
Rita
is
Tom,
enough.
Coupon Mom gets the win, and the locker room is still all in this. Anyone can still win this round-robin tournament, tainted though this victory may be.
Grabbing R's head, which is kind of close to where I think the heart is. Oh, and then over-the-shoulder slam directly onto some kind of ancillary heart in R's neck.
Oh, there may be more. Oh, right, where'd it go? What's happening? Where am I? Somebody turn the lights back on. It's the Godmother!
Oh my goodness, this is shocking. Godmother coming in all of a sudden. Grosser has gotten her out of the ring, though.
No. Uh-oh. It's Mega Dragonfruit now! The proud sleuth with a chokeslam! What? Where am I? What? Who's telling me I suck?
Oh, and now R back into the ring. Oh my goodness. Even with help, if R gets this win, what an impressive upset it would be.
I'm on the edge of my seat. Oh, it's a pin!
Cover! And that is it!
She got her!
Yes, did R get help? Absolutely. Yes, was it immoral? Absolutely. But in this business, a win is a win is a win, and that is the most, that is the biggest statistical upset we have seen maybe all season.
And let me make two things perfectly clear. One, I don't like any of you. B, I especially don't like the Godmother.
Hey, Godmother!
Oh, ciao, good. How are you?
That's very nice. That's very nice. Hey, listen. Thank you for meeting me at my humble abode of employment. I thought we could have a chat under the light of the silvery moon and the fluorescence of my parking lot about maybe a peaceful resolution to our ongoing feud.
The Godmother is all about the pizza. It's all about the lover.
Oh,
and
yeah?
it's all about the family.
Oh, the family.
So I would like to resolve this problem with you right now.
Well, that's very interesting because I'm actually very family-oriented too. So, why don't we do this? If we fight in the ring, when...
I'm listening.
Oh, you're a very good listener. When I win, you...
Continue. I will listen to this. Go ahead.
All right. Here are my USDA prime stakes. When I win, if you gotta come work for me and my family at Market Basket, huh?
But if I ever win, when I win, you will join my family. In my family business.
In the fucking...
Yeah. You wanna join my family business? You know, when is your tracksuit size? I will get it ready for you.
What?
I will get it ready for because I will win.
Alright, okay, alright.
It's a given.
Oh, it's a given, huh? You wanna know what's a given? Fucking breaking it down in aisle 6 to some sweet tunes. You
I'll bring it on now.
Are we flying? Hey, watch it with the guns in my straw. Cowabunga, bitch. Hey,
Cowabunga.
Kick. Make my day. Stock those shelves.
It's grudge match time! The Godmother, Artemis T. Demoulas. The only way this could possibly be settled is in hell, in a cell.
In Daytona Beach in the 90s at spring break.
We're here.
And wow.
Yeah, the entire front row just flashed you. All you had to do was say spring break.
Hey, thank you. I also could use a drink if any of y'all out there are available after the show.
Oh my God,
I'm a
people are
professional.
throwing so much tequila at us.
I didn't
Why
want
do they
it
think
right
we
away.
Can catch it?
Some just went in my eyes.
Well, there is the Godmother. And Carl, the Godmother...
She's looking very spring breaky.
Tried her best to get to the top of the women's round robin, most notably getting very deep in the business of who maybe possibly could say she was the rightful winner, Artemis T. Demoulas. However, instead, we are not getting that. She is instead fighting the Godmother, and the loser of this match must join the other one's faction here as the factions continue to rise in TWO.
That's exactly right, Deuce Silverado. You say she did her best, but she did that by doing the worst. And she was doing all sorts of dirty things to even out the women's round robin and give herself a shot. And it has taken a toll on the queen of the market basket empire, Artemis T. Demoulas. And she is going to take out her anger, she hopes, tonight. On the
she
Godmother.
seemed to have gotten some extra toxic sludge running through her veins just for this match. Carl, she's looking extra pissed off in a way that even beyond her normal, very charming yet very disarming demeanor that she normally has.
Right. She wants revenge. She's got toxic sludge running through her. She is a toxic revenger, and she wants to win this now. If Artemis T. Demoulas wins, the Godmother will join Market Basket as a faction. If the Godmother wins, Artemis T. Demoulas may have to leave Market Basket, but she will certainly have to join the Mafia. And Market Basket versus Mafia.
And I've
Hell in a
got to
cell.
comment on Artemis T. Demoulas' viscosity right now. Is that the word I'm looking for?
Yeah, no,
very
viscosity,
veiny.
she's like motor oil.
Yeah. So many veins, and we are set inside hell in a cell.
That's what you were getting at. That's viscosity. That's having a lot of veins is viscosity.
Guys, as far as I know, that's correct. It's what it says here on the call sheet.
And we are in our third cage of the night, the most hellacious of them all.
And this one, not red because it's almost Christmas here in the 90s, but because of the hell aspect.
And you see the red on those pipes in the Cowabunga logo. And there's been blood shed all night from wrestlers getting absolutely demolished.
And right now, the Godmother uncertain what she wanted to do, and Artemis T. Demoulas taking advantage of that. And now the Godmother is in the bad spot, the hardest part of the floor, the floor.
That is, you hate to see it. That is where all of the hardness of the floor is concentrated. And now, Deuce Silverado, I, as someone who knows wrestling's moves and rules well, do not need to be reminded, but there may be some viewers tonight seeing Hell in a Cell for the first time. Can you remind them of what Hell in a Cell is?
Hell in a Cell is a no-holds-barred wrestling match inside this contraption, which some have called demented, some have called dangerous, and others have called festively red. You may only win through pinfall or submission, and anything goes, and Jacoby is mostly just there to count.
Jacoby, as far as I'm concerned, could have taken the first half of Cowabunga off. He has been ignoring matches left and right. And look at him right here. He's got the best seat in the house, and he's getting paid for it.
Inside the cell, which contains the hell, possibly sanctioned by the actual devil from literal Christian hell.
And the Godmother This is where she wants to be. She's got her sleeveless jersey on for all the hellish heat.
And that's just Florida.
Exactly right. Fuck you, Ron DeSantis.
Daytona Beach.
Oh, wait, Ron DeSantis currently, 15.
Oh, man.
20.
Is this a Hitler and a cradle situation that we have going on here?
Yeah, did someone go to him and take away those boots?
So that he can't pull him up by the straps?
You know about his giant boots?
He
has some very goofy looking boots. I would, when Google's invented in 5 to 10 years, look it up.
I will just use Metacrawler now.
Ooh, ask Jeeves in the chat, who's going to win this match? Market Basket or the Mafia?
And right
Jeeves
now, Market Basket with
chat.
a huge European-style uppercut and then an American-style punch to the face. And Artemis T. Demoulas taking out all that frustration on the Godmother right now, sending her into the floor. That is the hardest part of the floor.
Deuce, I just got a message right here on my pager. Give me a second. I'm going to have to call this number back.
Well, while he figures out where a payphone is, we're going to keep the action here with Artemis T. Demoulas absolutely demolishing the Godmother. But no, the Godmother fighting back, getting that drop kick. Low midsection punch, European uppercut of her own. Staggering into the corner is Artemis T. Demoulas, who goes into the cage. The Godmother fully in control now. No reverse elbow. As soon as I declare that someone's in control, they lose it. Through the cage! Artemis T. Demoulas just sent the Godmother through the cage. This is a thing that's happened. The cage disintegrated.
I'm back. Deuce,
the
I'm back.
pieces of the cage are gone. And
they
Artemis
busted open the cage.
It disintegrated the cage. Where is the rest of the cage? It's gone. And Artemis T. Demoulas climbing to the top of that very festively red structure.
Wow. My lord. Deuce Silverado, I got the message. It was an anonymous tip that told me to sell my shares of 1-800-COLLECT.
Oh. Yeah, it's a smart move.
Oh my gosh, Deuce Silverado! Can the cage withstand the weight of 2 of the toughest wrestlers in TWO?
We're gonna find out because the Godmother almost DDT'd herself off the edge of that structure. And we are going for it. Corkscrew leg whip. This is not what Artemis T. Demoulas had in mind when she climbed this cage, I am certain. Right now, the Godmother knee to the face. And Jacoby's going to have to get up there because you can get pinned on top of this cage, Carl.
Yeah, that's exactly right. You can get pinned on top of this cage, and our camera crew had to prepare for this eventuality. We just have one intern right now hung up on a rope with a handheld.
And that is something else.
Jacoby not climbing up. He's going to count it from down below. Smart move by that creep.
I do not. Yeah, I mean, I guess you can see if the shoulders are down through the and
I think he just plans to eyeball it.
And right there, and Artemis moving out of the way. Oh my God! Like Artemis T. Demoulas now gut wrench power bomb right onto that load bearing piece of the structure.
That's got to be the hardest part of the cage.
It's the hardest part of the cage. And the Godmother, however, fighting right back and now playing to the crowd. And I've got to ask you this, Carl, are those wings functional? Because they are awfully close to the side of the cage, and that could be a very huge advantage for the Godmother.
Unfortunately, so they are functional, but they're made to carry an actual butterfly. So they can carry weight, but it's just about, a half of an ounce.
Power bomb onto the cage, and Artemis is going for an encore, and she got it.
Absolutely. Just all of the rage that she has built up over this last month due to the Godmother's interventions in the round robin coming through, and also fueled because she needs more staff at her store.
They do need more staff. They are heinously understaffed at my local Market Basket. And right now just mounting and pounding with left hands. And the Godmother is in a whole lot of trouble up on top of the hell in the cell. Is this the heaven in the cell at this point?
No, they are just getting close
Grappled through all the way! Oh my God, Carl! I think the Godmother, those wings are not functional. Artemis gets down 1, 2, 3. That is
wow.
If the Godmother is alive, she will be reporting to Market Basket tomorrow for the morning shift. Carl!
Look at that move. Artemis T. Demoulas, perhaps the most complete wrestler in this entire company. She knew exactly what she was doing. She dropped her opponent from heaven back down to hell and took the count out to claim victory.
Unbelievable, and also just an unbelievable descent into the ring. Let's not forget that kind of parkour-esque agility. And the Godmother has a new, Artemis T. Demoulas has a new employee over at the Market Basket, and the Godmother has a spinal reconstruction scheduled for right before that. I am almost certain. Cowabunga rages on, dude.
We are coming back very soon with the TWO Men's Tag Championship. Deuce, tag me into friendship.
Tag!
Nailed it.
Hey, Doc. Hey, I got that paper you wanted, man. Wrote it up just last night. All-nighter, baby, and you know it's good. The semiotics of the suplex, communicative dimensions and connotations of the quintessential wrestling maneuver. Yeah!
I see, Mr. Rue. It appears that you used complete sentences this time. And you have employed punctuation besides the exclamation point. Very impressive.
All right, I'm glad you like it. Now, we got that match coming up tonight. The big one. This is the one where we take it all, baby. And we're going through beast mode.
Yes, well, beast mode would be an appropriate term, considering the Ursine nature of one of our opponents tonight.
Yeah, I'm worried about that bear. He picks people up and shit, and then he drops them down. It's like his one bear move, but it works every time. I haven't figured out a way around it.
Well, I think you've learned a lot from me. And if what I believe to be true is true, then the answer for our victory is right in that paper that you wrote.
You think that could work, huh? Huh. Well, you know what? I got something that might help. See, I was doing some thinking, some theorizing. And I talked to that guy, Bad Brad. And he talked to me about some connections he had, and he got me the wrestling powder. Yeah, this stuff is like the rock and roll powder I used to do back in '02.
Mr. That appears to be a narcotic.
Nah, don't worry about it. It's completely non-addictive. Look, you just get it up in your face, you put it through your nose hole, and it makes you wrestle better. Every time. No consequences. I don't know why nobody's doing this stuff.
Well,
you want it?
I suppose that experimentation is part of the scientific process.
I'll do it first. All right, don't worry about it. You just get your face in there, like this. Yeah, and then you feel it. Get down. Try it.
Oh my, that is exhilarating. I do feel like I could defeat a bear right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, see? With the wrestling powder, we combine the 3 columns of wrestling. The technical theory, the heart and personality, and the chemical sciences. And together, we bring the vicious, and we get delicious, and we take home the belt, baby. Come on.
Yes, I feel a championship coming on, and possibly some ideas for a new restaurant.
Yeah, wow.
Huzzah!
All right, everyone. Here we go. 1, 2. Oh my God, Bear Grylls. Oh dear. Mantaw, to the rental vehicle.
Hello, fans of Chwo. This is I, the Frog Prince. In preparation for our match with Vicious and Delicious, we decided to prepare for their world by experiencing some things that I missed during my 20 years spent as a frog due to a witch's curse, and due to Bear Grylls' entire existence spent as a bear. We were going to go to a college campus and do drugs. Now, we got a hold of some wrestling powder, but did not take into account the expanded lung capacity of a bear, and now we've got ourselves quite a problem. Bear Grylls has run off, but I am driving through the neighborhoods adjoining the college campus, and the man Tar is on top of the car, wafting the smell of a perfectly smoked brisket in order to attract Bear Grylls. We will locate him, and we will be ready for our match. We thought we had located Bear Grylls. However, all we had found was a very large college student wearing what they referred to as a slanket. We will continue to look. A very helpful person told us that where we could find bears gone wild. However, it was the very wrong kind of bear. We finally located Bear Grylls. Nope. That is not Bear Grylls. That seems to be a discarded country bear jamboree animatronic in the woods. I don't know why. We have located Bear Grylls. Actually, this time, we have him tied to the roof of the car. The Mantar has him sedated, and once he wakes, we are going to proportion out the wrestling powder accordingly on the college campus. We are going to get the full experience, and we are going to defeat Vicious and Delicious on their own turf by their own rules, because we know how to unlock our very best Beast Mode.
The winners of the mixed tag tournament have been unlikely allies and are now very likely to become champions, except for first they have to go through the current champions in Beast Mode. Carl.
Deuce, Beast Mode has defended its title against Private Practice, one of the toughest teams in TWO, and so they are no pushover. They are literal animals, but Vicious and Delicious, the yin and yang, the Dharma and Greg of Titan Wrestling, entering the ring, ready for Cowabunga. Both gussied and dolled up for the occasion.
Very dolled up, looking very prepared for this matchup. I know for a fact that Beast Mode has been preparing for this matchup by cruising around college campuses and trying wrestling powder.
Hey, that is a tried and true method in this organization, and if you're going up against Ronnie Rue, you might as well understand the method to his madness.
Oh, now Carl,
whoa, hey, oh,
I hold on. Let's take a look at Beast Mode, and then I've got a question for you.
Okay, I've got an answer for you, and probably a series of questions, and probably a desire for a hug.
And here they go. The fire is on, and
holy
moly!
What has
wrestling
happened?
powder is strong with Beast Mode.
Beast Mode. They have made a lot of choices on that wrestling powder.
They tell you that the hair will stand up on you, and boy, is the hair standing up on Beast Mode.
They had their fashion for tonight. It seems that their approach was yes to everything. More is more. It is a maximalist night. Beast maximalists with their robes and their sticks and their hair.
And their, so much hair.
Their shininess.
Even Bear Grylls has gone blonde for this.
They glisten in the TWO Daytona lights in a way that I've never seen anyone do so before. But what was your question? I'm filled with queeriness at it.
Well, as we get to the ring announcer announcing the participants, Carl, I have been going over all of the call sheets since the beginning of TWO. And I have noticed that is not a W, but it is 2 V's, and this man's name is Ronnie Rev.
Deuce?
Why did you not ever try to correct me?
Deuce Silverado, want to tell you that I did try to correct you, but then I'd be trying to correct you again, and I think you'd ignore that.
I can't believe you let me call this man Ronnie Roo for 3 whole seasons of TWO.
Deuce, I tried desperately in our early months when we were but babes in the booth to correct you on it. It hurt my brain and my throat.
I'm just honestly flabbergasted that you, my best friend in this whole world, would let me call Ronnie Rev a legendary rock star, as it turns out, Ronnie Roo, for this long, and we're off.
Ronnie Rev! It was Ronnie Rev! And we're best friends! And nothing can hurt me now!
Yep, and I tell you, the protective chest plating on the Frog Prince, you have to wonder, he does utilize that frog splash. Is the chest protector fair?
It's definitely not fair, but it does seem to come at a cost with some lateral mobility.
And he is all about the lateral motion. As the Rui Ronnie Rev takes on Bear Grylls, but Bear Grylls out of that headlock, and now missing with the punch.
Yeah, so Ronnie Rev is one of the greatest rock stars of all time, the guitarist for the best band of all time, Wicked.
Wicked.
Yep, they're called Wicked, and Dr. Zachary Cambridge
making sure that this is not Wicked.
No, that's a W. Oh my God, Dr. Zachary Cambridge trying to put a move on Jacoby.
Yeah, absolutely. Jacoby did not say no.
And
he did not say yes either. So I think
he likes it. I think he likes to hurt a little bit, you know.
Everybody should get handsy, is what he's trying to tell you.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that's the profile. That's his bio on Tinder.
No, you've been checking out the Tinder bio. Wow.
I mean, I wasn't looking for it. I was just looking for someone to love, someone to kiss me. I'm not asking you to kiss me. I'm asking you to hug me and invite me to at one of your 2 houseboats.
Yeah, I actually have 5 houseboats because that thing that I did earlier to change history has really paid off.
That is exciting. That sounds like 3 extra houseboats. And Ronnie Rev has some extra doses of pain for Bear Grylls.
Bear Grylls not getting the boost from the wrestling powder that we thought he might. In trouble now as Ronnie Rev gets that springboard and drop kick and goes for the cover. We've got
he could
1,
win it right here.
2, and only 2.
Beast Mode still defending their belts. They know, just like Hell's Bells did earlier, that these opportunities don't come often, and they want to hold on to their championship as long as humanly or animalistically possible.
That is a very important distinction. The Frog Prince, of course, human. Bear Grylls, bear, and Mantor, human, but thinking that he is half not.
Troubled. He's a troubled human.
He's got troubles. Ronnie Rev does not have troubles, but he's trying to decide whether to be in or out of the ring, and now he and Bear Grylls daring each other to cross the steps, and Bear Grylls lost that dare.
Ooh, and Ronnie Rev has just been shot out of a cannon in this match. He's been nonstop and relentless. He seems a little more svelte than he has in months. His hair is down.
No extraneous taunting. I think that this
the
partnership
taunting is coming from the bear.
Zachary Cambridge has really paid off, and who could have seen that coming even mere weeks ago, Carl?
That's exactly right. This team, an unlikely pair to say the least, has brought out the best in each other, but Bear Grylls, nope, a reversal from Ronnie Rev, a reverend in name only, and not even his real name.
And here, Ronnie Rev now making the tag to Dr. Zachary Cambridge. Bear Grylls stunned, unable to get out of the ring, and Impaler DDT connects. That could be it.
Do
1,
it.
2, only 2. Just
and the Frog Prince once again coming in with his heavy chest plate to break it up.
And this former rivalry turned partnership between Vicious and Delicious, the new version, is really a Taylor's version?
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have a good tailor. Check out that fringe, best in the biz.
And now Bear Grylls getting over and making the tag of the Frog Prince.
And Ronnie Rev is out. This is the Frog Prince's opportunity, if there ever was one. Congruity from Beast Mode showing up here. They have the most experience, at least in this ring, of a team.
And now leg scissor takedown. With Ronnie Rev back up on the apron now, Frog Prince has to get Dr. Zachary Cambridge out of that corner.
Yeah,
and he'll do that with a suplex. He's holding on for a second. Keeping that locked on. 3 suplexes. And the Frog Prince really showing that boost of strength from the wrestling powder.
Yeah, Frog Prince motivated by the honor of dead frogs that came before him, the entire animal kingdom.
Huge stomp caving in the chest of Zachary Cambridge. We've got 1, 2, and a breakup from the Ronnie Rev.
Ronnie Rev like stepped on the Frog Prince's heel. Very irritating.
Yeah, that'll get you to break up a kit pin every time because you're going to get up and go, hey, who stepped on my heel?
Maybe his shoe slightly came off.
Yeah, you got to adjust your shoe. Don't want to win a match with a shoe partially off. That would be embarrassing.
Absolutely mortifying. You might as well not win at that point. But everyone in here wants to win. Vicious and Delicious, neither of them have any TWO hardware yet, and they, more foot-based offense from Vicious and Delicious.
And Ronnie Rev now with the extraneous taunting, and that has let Bear Grylls into the match. But he eats a super kick.
Tonight, it is motivating and powering the boots of Ronnie Rev once again with a foot-based maneuver.
Back heel kick from the springboard, and now just taunting out to the crowd, playing it up. Bear Grylls able to make the tag as a result, and but missing with the drop kick is the Frog Prince.
But he comes back.
Cover made. 1, 2, no, only 2.
And Dr. Zachary Cambridge with the breakup right there. The breakup before the makeup.
The breakup before the makeup. And you know what they say about making up? They say a dive! Turn to a DDT onto the hardest part of the floor. Do you think that Ronnie Rev's hair padded any of that? There is a lot of hair in this match.
It is the most hair I've seen on him since the 91 tour of Massachusetts. They did a whole tour around Massachusetts.
That kick right into the small of the back of Ronnie Rev. Ronnie Rev, of course, old enough that small kicks to the small of the back can make all the difference in the world in a wrestling match.
And Ronnie Rev famously this season declaring that he is rock and roll. Is he also wrestling?
Bear Grylls could not. Oh, no! Jacoby somehow found himself in the way of the wicked drop. Jacoby is out. Dr. Zachary Cambridge is in.
And
but
theoretically,
this
match can't end right now because Jacoby might be dead. And there is no backup in the ring.
That goes in the favor of Wicked, Vicious, and Delicious right now.
Okay, Dr. Zachary Cambridge shifts the possibly dead carcass of Jacoby out of his way. And decides to take on Beast Mode, both of them by himself.
It seems to be effective. Jacoby back to his feet. And now the Frog Prince giving as good as Bear Grylls got and taking Ronnie Rev off the apron. But from behind comes Dr. Zachary Cambridge. Stomp to the face.
Can I confess something very dark to you right now? Do Silverado, we're... Oh, sorry.
STF locked in.
Oh my gosh!
The Thesis Defense has won the tag team titles. Vicious and Delicious are your winners. Bear Grylls down on the outside. A mortified Mantor and a frog prince that had to tap out to the Thesis defense.
There was nothing theoretical about Dr. Zachary Cambridge's finisher right there, putting away the longtime men's tag team holders, Beast Mode. Dr. Zachary Cambridge, truly, I wouldn't say a rags to riches story because he is from the Ivory Tower, but to riches, no doubt, and the greatest guitarist in the history of rock and roll, Ronnie Reb. Vicious and Delicious are men's tag team champions.
These unlikely allies paired together at random, now seemingly best of friends, and now definitely tag team champions. It's enough to warm your heart and enough to make you want to embrace the person next to you a little bit later.
I would accept a side hug.
And I will accept that there's more Cowabunga coming our way.
Let's remember also that Jacoby's alive.
Oh, great.
Yeah, good for him. I don't know if it's great for the league, but good for Jacoby.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Good for him.
Evil Anna is a menace. Don't get me wrong. I love her aesthetic, but she is a straight up sociopath. I had to wake up at the ass crack of dawn, as usual, because of fucking customers. I open up my Spotify, ready to play the Tortured Poets Department again. Yeah, I'm a fucking Swiftie. Deal with it, society. And then I see a new playlist, Tortured Poets Department bonus content. But when I played it, it wasn't bonus content. It was a voice memo from that fucking bitch, Evil Anna. It just said, haha, darling, there's no bonus content at all. I was so pissed. But then I look in my back seat and I see the Black Dog vinyl version of the Tortured Poets Department. That's the one I wanted. And it's signed from Evil Anna? So, thanks, Evil Anna? But also, what kind of sick, twisted mind games are you playing? I'm psyched to give Evil Anna a taste of her own medicine in the ring. 90s styles. I even got some behind-the-scenes footage of Anna before our title match.
I'm so excited! I'm scared!
This one's for you, Tuber. Cowabunga, bitches!
Megan the Dragonfruit. Feels appropriate because I'm gonna be dragging you all over the ring. No, it just doesn't work. It's not working. Megan!
Hiya, Evil!
I'm sorry, and who are you, sweetheart?
Why, it's me, 90s pop sensation, Anna Banana, and I'm here to help you write a diss track.
Oh, all right then.
Hit it! She's a barista, and she fucking sucks. Made of plastic, how tragic. You should pull her hair and drag her everywhere. Hater nation, she's a population.
Now, all right, girl, let's go fight her.
She's a barista, and she fucking sucks. Made of plastic, ooh, how tragic. You should pull her hair and drag her everywhere. Hater nation, she's a population. She's a Barbie doll girl in a wrestling world. Beat her up, beat her down, let's go evil.
She's a doll, she will fall, feel the pain in the ring. Punch her here, kick her there, she'll be cranky.
You will fight. Yeah.
girl, let's go fight her. Yeah, alright, girl, let's go fight her. Alright, girl, let's go fight her. Yeah, alright, girl, let's go fight her. She's a character, and she fucking sucks. Made of plastic. How tragic. You should pull her hair and drag her everywhere. Hate her nation, she's the population. Marisa, and she fucking sucks. Made of plastic. How tragic. You should pull her hair and drag her everywhere. Hate her nation, she's the population. Yeah, alright, girl, let's go fight her. Yeah. Yeah, alright, girl, let's go fight her. Not yet. Yeah, alright, girl, let's go fight her. Yeah. Not yet. I'm having so much fun, Evil. Well, Anna, the match is just getting started. Let's get going.
The TWO Women's World Championship is on the line as Evil Anna defends against Megan Dragonfruit, the winner of the Women's Round Robin, the unlikely winner. This is a theme, the unlikeliness of the winners. Coming from behind almost as the grocer, who seems to be very much in control, as we all know, was not for very long.
That's right. The grocer had a stranglehold, it seemed, on the women's round robin, on the number one contendership, until the fairy Godmother, until James Gandalf Panini mixed things up in that tournament and opened up a four-way tie, which allowed Megan Dragonfruit in our last Pantheon to win, and to win the women's round robin, to get that Mad Max-like gear on over her barista apron. And she is ready tonight here, Daytona. This is her chance to go from the coffee shop to the champions circle.
Is her head going to be in this match? Because as we know, she has also developed a budding friendship with both R and unfortunately with Tuber. Not that it's unfortunate that she would have a friendship with Tuber, it's just that Tuber is, of course, what's the delicate way to put it, exploded and murdered by the AuthorityCorp.
So regarding Tuber, I think I've been in the stages of grief, and I think I was in denial. I think I was in denial for a while, and I think I'm now into bargaining. Can we grow Tuber back?
It's always possible, but will Megan Dragonfruit, will either of them accept a new Tuber in the place of their original Tuber?
I mean, if there are any pieces of the old root, it might be the same. Let's put a pin in it. Let's enjoy this moment that we have here, because the title is on the line, Deuce Silverado. The men's tag team championship just changed hands, our first new champs of the night. Will Megan Dragonfruit be the next? I think she could be, because she might be the toughest wrestler.
She might be the toughest wrestler in TWO.
She has the most face makeup of anyone I've seen in specifically this match.
Well, we're going to find out soon if that holds true, because here comes your women's world champion, the main character, Evil Anna.
Yeah, and those college co-eds know a bad girl when they see one. Dressed up like noted dog killer Cruella DeVille, Evil Anna coming in here, and though the college co-eds are drunk, they are clear-headed enough to recognize the evilness of Anna.
It is wild hearing them chant "Fur is murder" here in the 90s.
That's right, fur is murder. Oh my gosh, thank goodness our security guards stopped those kids from throwing paint at her. That could have ruined and disqualified the whole match.
Is that why half of her hair is white? Did somebody get the paint on her beforehand and we just missed it?
I think she actually did that with whiteout very painstakingly backstage over the course of 2 days.
Well, liquid paper. You need it for your typewriters here in the 90s.
That's exactly right. Typewriters still useful. On the way to the match, I went by 3 competing typewriter stores right across the street from each other.
3, you say?
Yeah, there were no Starbuckses.
Well, there's no Starbuckses, but there is one Megan Dragonfruit and one Evil Anna and one Women's Championship. There can only be one winner, and we're going to find out which one it is in this match, brought to you by Visual Concepts. We definitely know what they do.
They're on TikTok. Check them out if you're in the chat, if you're on the internet, because it exists. But TikTok doesn't, so go to a clock. Look at it. That's a visual concept.
What a visual concept it is.
Tick-tock, tick-tock, and the clock could be tick-tocking down on Evil Anna's season-long dominant run as the women's champion. She did lose the women's tag championship, but she has held on to the single.
Yeah, absolutely. No one has been able to wrest that from her since she took it away from Hildegard von Bingen.
Hildegard, you can still Von Bang me if you'd like. I am a sub.
Yeah, it's a very weird thing to say to a nun, and we are off.
That's fine. I love sub sandwiches, and I love wrestling.
And right now, Evil Anna taking it right to Megan Dragonfruit. Maybe we would have thought possibly overlooking her because of her underdog status, but no, she is coming right out of the gate. And she is basking in it, and that basking almost got her in trouble. She was able to dodge, but she's not able to dodge that short arm clothesline, or that short arm clothesline, or, nope, she did dodge that one, but a ripcord into a drop kick.
And more foot-based offense, the theme of the back half of this season finale, Cowabunga. Megan Dragonfruit, taking enough foot to the back of the head.
That springboard drop kick in the heels really will do a number, puncture a couple of holes in your body.
Disrespectful smack to the face of the barista, the baddest barista in the biz.
Now, what we have not mentioned yet was that seeming alliance formed by former rivals Evil Anna and Blockbuster Britt.
Yes, after Blockbuster Britt stewing for months and months over her hatred of Evil Anna's art cinema snobbiness, took it to Evil Anna, but lost last week. Now, the two had a handshake. They seemed to build an alliance, and perhaps in a future season, we'll see something come of that.
Megan Dragonfruit went for everything, missed, got only the hardest part of the floor, but
recovering
seems the worse for wear.
But I think both of them recovering a little bit from being on the floor.
In the 90s.
We'll have to check our floor hardologists to confirm that.
If only we had some sort of stat guy around here.
Yeah, unfortunately, no advanced metrics in the 90s either. They were just standard metrics, basic-ass metrics.
Still only using RBIs to measure things.
That's exactly right. RBIs, run batted ins.
There we go. And right now, another springboard moonsault hits! And
the best springboard moonsault I've seen all minute.
Back in control, but not for long. Huge right hand takes her down, and now a series of kicks from Evil Anna, trying to take the legs out from underneath Megan Dragonfruit.
And as you can see, Evil Anna taking Megan seriously, but also scorning her and disrespecting her at every turn. Evil Anna does not think that this service worker is a main character.
No, absolutely not. But does she think anyone is, as she bulldogs her over from the corner? Drops that elbow into the small of the back, and now we're going to get the pin. Only one. Megan Dragonfruit is fueled by the spite she has for dickheads that get coffee, and there are a lot of them.
But I'm not one of them anymore because I've gone to another coffee shop.
That's one way to avoid her wrath.
I love avoiding conflict almost as much as I love the chance of affection.
And here, taken down by Megan Dragonfruit, is Evil Anna. Beautifully executed leg drop, and that is like, if you can get a leg drop well placed enough, you can really disarm your opponent. And Evil Anna just a little bit slow getting to the ropes and got caught there, and now another series of short arm clotheslines.
It seems Evil Anna may not have taken this competitor seriously enough, and that could be her undoing. She could lose her championship right here tonight at Cowabunga. Brought to you by Snickers.
Set over it. She does not like how this match is going, and now she doesn't like it even more as her arm was getting caught in the rope. Jacoby not counting at all. Probably could have stayed in there forever. Megan Dragonfruit with a big belly to belly.
Yeah, and have you had your arm caught in something very hard but also stringy? Have a Snickers.
That's the slogan.
It's true. And the slogan for Evil Anna is step up your game. Megan Dragonfruit taking it to her left, right, up, down, all around the ring.
And it is bad news for the champion. She's bailing. Getting outside all
there's
pretty
no
wise
running.
to do it. But
there's no running from Megan Dragonfruit unless it's to the Starbucks across the street.
And she's gonna get powerbombed. Oh my god! Oh my god!
That could take her a few minutes to recover from.
Megan Dragonfruit is serious business. She has got her sights set on the Women's World Championship of 12.
But that powerbomb may have been exactly what Evil Anna needed to snap her out of it. A vicious series of punches to the face from our champ.
She is absolutely on top of her game now, and now on top of the top rope. Splash connects!
Flattened right into the gut of Megan Dragonfruit.
Right to the eye. Drop kick! And Megan Dragonfruit now, who had been soaring, is now fully grounded and disrespected by the main character, Evil Anna.
That's exactly right. This coffee maker is grounded. Do you see what I did?
I do see what you did, and I do see that we've got a pin. Jacoby taking the scenic route. 1, 2, and only 2.
Almost like he wanted the match to continue because it's a season finale. Jacoby never on the up and up, always on the down, just like the foot of Evil Anna on the face of Megan Dragonfruit.
And Evil Anna, she's going up top. She's got bad intentions. She's going to fly. And
What?
she was caught. Just
Ooh.
picked out of the air by Megan Dragonfruit.
Like a dish that was about to spill on the floor. Megan Dragonfruit, ever handsy, catches the champ.
And splats her onto the ground, and now Evil Anna may have had it. She is
Could
in the
that
middle
have been
of the
all
ring.
she had?
We've got 1, 2, and somehow Evil Anna gets out.
The blackened heart of an evil champion is still the heart of a champion.
And that is it.
That
That
could have
is the
broken
you
the
get
neck.
calf, and that is 1, 2, and still not enough. What does she have to do to Evil Anna to win this championship?
Evil Anna wondering if there's anything she can do. Jacoby trying to, concerned about what's going on in the ring right here. Evil Anna, whoa.
Taking a powder after that exchange, and I think she's done. Is she walking out? If she walks out and gets counted out, she retains her championship.
What is she doing here?
She's
what
trying to
what
lead.
is-
Now
is
there's
that?
R.
That's R's music.
R right behind her, not letting her walk away from this. But there's
Blockbuster Brit right behind. That is the mulleted maiden of TWO.
And Blockbuster Brit and R are now going at it with each other.
Blockbuster Brit defending her old rival, now friends, Honor. Jacoby trying to break it up, but Jacoby also in the ring.
We got a bridge. We got 1, 2, and only 2.
And where
And
was Burly
stomping
Girly in all
away.
of that? Burly Girly sitting idly by. Does she want to overtake Evil Anna and let the pain and destruction continue?
I don't know about that. That double axe handle has connected. Evil Anna is in huge trouble. It could have been even worse, but for the interference of Blockbuster Brit with the interference of R.
Yeah, double interference in the Jeopardy.
That time she goes over the top rope, and that time she connects with Evil Anna.
And Evil Anna now down on the hardest part of the floor.
But once again, the floor seems to have awakened Evil Anna rather than hurt her. What is this woman made of? And
Evil Anna trying to figure out a plan. Every nefarious scheme she's had tonight has unraveled before her. But does this champion have one more trick up her red evil sleeves?
Well, they're gloves, I think.
Yeah, but they're like, a glove is like a reverse sleeve.
Ooh.
My grandma taught me that.
Sage wisdom from the Featherbottom matriarch. And right
Grandma
now,
Featherbottom.
choking out. And finally, Jacoby's putting a stop to that as Evil Anna was trying to choke Megan Dragonfruit right out of this match. But that has the damage been done as she goes to the top?
Megan Dragonfruit barely breathing like a Duncan Sheep song.
Does she see the cross-body hit?
Is that gonna do it?
1, 2, no!
Kick out! Kick out! Megan Dragonfruit has something left in the tank of coffee.
Absolutely she does. But she's got her in that femme fatality. No, she just powered out of the femme fatality. Megan Dragonfruit.
Megan Dragonfruit, you can see it in her eyes and in every single move she puts on. She is not gonna let go of her chance at the belt.
But she is gonna fly, and this time, once again, will this one keep down Evil Anna? Will this get Megan Dragonfruit the championship? Adding some stumps just for good measure. Get her in the ring if you want this, Megan.
You can't do the disqualification, Megan Dragonfruit. Is this a rookie mistake? She is still new to the league, relatively.
She is rolling in, breaking the count. The count has to start over now. That is smart. But she's got to get Evil Anna in that ring if she wants to win. There she goes. Get in there, Megan. This could be your moment. She's going to the top.
Can she even jump that far?
She can. Elbow connecting right to the back. Evil Anna writhing in pain.
Oh my gosh. There it
And
is.
it's time for Fuck You, Karen.
Wow.
1,
Stunning.
2, 3. New Women's World Champion Megan Dragonfruit climbing from almost elimination to the top of the women's division here at 12.
Deuce Silverado, you just watched what I just watched. We have seen Megan Dragonfruit come from the absolute beginning of the ladder all the way to the top of it, ascending to champion status. Evil Anna, nothing to bring in comparison to Megan Dragonfruit tonight.
And right there you see Burly Girly in disbelief, fully unable to believe it. Megan Dragonfruit can hardly believe it herself. She keeps holding up, looking to the belt. Just, is that there? Is that real? And yes, it is Megan Dragonfruit. This is not a figment of your strange, caffeine-addled imagination. This is the real thing. Congratulations to you.
And do Silverado, give me a high five and then just hold it there for a while.
It's very humid here.
Woo!
So
come on.
You have one of those little fans?
It is huge.
Brad Richardson here, and super duper excited. I just found out I'm in the tag team tournament.
Competing in the random tag team tournament, Bad Brad Richardson. I decided he's so bad he might as well just compete by himself.
Is it wise for Bad Brad Richardson to make his debut as a solo in a tag team tournament? The mover has been hit. The atomic noogie locked in now, and Bad Brad has tapped out
right before I went out, Dick Zeus stopped me and said, tag team partners are for closers. You're not a closer. And then he just started laughing, like, but as an apology, he is gonna put me in the Rockin' Robin tournament if I can win the championship. Oh, my older boy, he would be so proud of his old dad, Bad Brad.
This is the sentencing maybe from Brockhard. 1, 2, 3, and that does Bad Brad in second straight week with a loss.
Double hopper!
Oh, double hops!
1, 2, 3, and that is it. Pouring it on, and Bad Brad scoreless. 1, 2, Bad Brad is bankrupted.
I asked my older boy if he was proud of me and all the matches I had in TWO, and he said he's definitely seen all my matches.
Got one. No, he's got the rope break. The rope break was missed. Jacoby missed the rope break.
In an effort to ensure top talent, I am introducing a enforcer of sorts, Cyclops. Cyclops is going to make sure that our talent is performing at their very top level.
He caught Bad Brad with that. We've got 1, 2, 3. Bad Brad connected with the 23 Skidoo, and he gets the spite points to spite, I guess, just Bad Brad. I have heard that Jelly Roll say, wait, what's...
Oh, my lord.
What is... My God,
you don't want to see this.
This man has got a ladder.
You do not want to see this.
That is a ladder. That ladder has been put into Bad Brad's face. And that is Cyclops, and he has found Bad Brad. And this is the testing that Richard Zeus alluded to earlier. Now, of course...
Yeah, this is the Werner Herzog Memorial Platform, and Bad Brad still
just fallen into the light. Bad Brad.
Is he still alive?
He does seem to still be alive.
Movement.
I will grab this. This contract will belong to me, and I will have a guaranteed contract, and you won't be able to threaten my job anymore. You won't be able to threaten my place here in Titan Wrestling Online anymore. This will be mine.
Fans of TWO, it is your incredible favorite general manager, Richard Zeus, checking in with you, hoping you are enjoying everything that you're seeing tonight. What an incredible display of talent and athleticism. But I've got to address the elephant in the room. Bad Brad, you don't belong here. It was clear that I made a one-time mistake in my life, including you in this season. My heart got in the way. And I threw everything at you, including personal attacks. I mean, with the peanut butter, and then with your ex, and also involving peanut butter. You never won a match, Brad. Cyclops is going to make sure that you understand that you don't belong. Good luck, Brad.
I wish I could forget to erase you from my mind. But ever since they kicked my behind, I cannot leave the thought of two behind. And though I just began to, I think that I might love to. A man that they called Dick Zeus, he's terribly unkind. He wanted me to vanish from sight, but now he'll see me in a different light. Though I might have to leave too, I wish I didn't have to. For now I'm seeing love like none I've ever known. A love as pure as breath, as permanent as death, implacable as stone. A love that like a knife has cut into a life. I want it left alone. A love I may regret, but one I can't forget. I don't know how I let you so far inside my mind. But there too is, and there too will stay. How could I ever wish to away? With wrestling I belong, and should I leave tomorrow, another thing I see is Two will live in me. I remain always yours, Bad Brad, Dad. Guess I better get to the ring.
That asshole Dick Zeus has been after Bad Brad Richardson all season long, but he can win his way to stay in Two if he ascends this ladder and pulls down his contract, and we're all rooting for him, aren't we, Carl?
Rooting for him, possibly. Expecting anything from him, not me. I've believed in Bad Brad too many times. Bad Brad is, I'm gonna say this right now, the least effective and the least tough wrestler in Two.
Those are harsh words, Carl. As we see him there, he is coming to the ring full of confidence. He is doing this for his children, even if they don't respect it. He is doing this for himself, even if he has not won. And he is doing this to show Dick Zeus, whose name is Dick, it's right there.
I mean, that's
what
a
he
nickname.
Is.
That's a nickname
that's a dick.
for Richard. It's a common nickname for Richard.
Yeah, his parents knew he would be a dick.
Well, he had a dick. It was a safe bet. I don't trust men. I trust the bear. A 2024 reference that makes no sense in the 90s.
And here we are, Bad Brad waiting for the Cyclops.
The Cyclops cuts an imposing figure, Deuce.
He is a large man. He has been handpicked by Dick Zeus.
And does he have
the TWO career of Bad Brad Richardson?
Do we think he only has one eye?
He's wearing those glasses, so we can't know for sure.
I've heard that Dick Zeus also calls his penis the Cyclops.
I think
That's just what I've heard.
Zeus. He should just call it as Dick Zeus. Dick Zeus is Dick Zeus.
Dick Zeus is Dick Zeus. That is like when Big Country made a song called In a Big Country. It's a lot right there. It's very on the nose.
And this crowd very much thinks the Cyclops sucks. But
that's weird because this guy has all the makings of a 90s rap metal star. He looks like a new metal like bass guitarist.
Nobody appreciates bassists in the 90s. That's not true. Everybody appreciates bassists.
Philistines, I tell you. Bass is the coolest instrument. It's just waiting for its moment.
Well, this asshole works for a dick.
This asshole works for Dickie Zeus, Dickie Z, Bad Brad right there. I mean, all power to him. If he's able to beat the Cyclops and ascend that ladder and get himself a contract, he will have earned it. Now, has he won any matches yet? No. Does anyone in their right mind expect him to be able to hang in for even 3 minutes against the Cyclops? No.
I'll tell you who believes in him. I believe in him, Carl. I believe in him and all of these spring breakers who technically have not seen season 3 of Chwo, so they don't know how bad Brad Richardson is. Also,
it's
believe
right there.
in him.
If we're talking about names and how accurate they are, his name is Bad.
Was that chosen by Dick Zeus, or did he choose that?
I think Bad Brad, who I think is just in the league to make friends and to impress his kids. I think he liked it because it was the first word in the alphabet that rhymed with Brad.
There it is. And he's setting up the ladder.
I guess
getting this crowd hyped, but he forgot about the second ladder behind him, knocking everything down. But going on the offense against Cyclops is Bad Brad. Get you some Brad. Get him.
Look at Bad Brad putting together a little bit of bare knuckle boxing. And then missing
that back elbow, but did not mistime the drop kick.
And that foot-based offense of Cowabunga rearing its ugly foot again.
And there you see Bad Brad absolutely wrapped up in tape from the severe beating that he took from Cyclops all over the backstage area very recently, or 30-ish years in the future, depending on your perspective.
But the Cyclops right behind him. This seems premature of Bad Brad.
Getting those punches right to the butt, which, as we know, is the best way to stop a climb. And it did, in fact, stop the climb. And now Bad Brad
It's also very therapeutic.
And powerbombed right off the ladder.
Not therapeutic. Now, can you do Silverado? Whoop, let's watch this one for a second. I've got a theory right now about Brad.
Brad?
Bad Brad. You see all the bandages on him. You know all the injuries that he's taken. But yet he seems right now to be putting together his best work in his entire, I would say, life against the Cyclops. Do you think that Bad Brad has been taking some of the wrestling powder that Dick Zeus sent to him?
It's always possible. We never know who is and is not on the wrestling powder here in Chwo. What I can tell you is that this guy, Cyclops seems uncertain what to do with him. Cyclops is bailing Bad Brad, gonna take a climb while the Cyclops goes for the ladder, or excuse me, the stairs.
Yeah, I think
And he's got
Cyclops
to abandon
realizes
those
his
to get some
error.
butt punches in. There we go.
Oh,
butt
and
punches,
Bad Brad.
Bad Brad is not going to be able to hold on to that briefcase. He is not going to be able to get that
Ooh.
contract.
Yeah, and he took a Bad Brad blow from that. That was
Knee
a good.
drop from the top rope connects, and this may be the
This is
last
probably
stand
it.
of Bad Brad Richardson.
He's not standing at all. I don't know if he'll stand up again this match with the punishment the Cyclops can put on him.
Now Cyclops going for a different set of stairs. The first set was obviously cursed. He is getting this second step, and he is going the long way around to put it in.
Yeah.
Just to
Now,
make sure it gets in.
If there is one
and then he's once again
Achilles
Bad
heel.
Brad taking advantage, but very slow advantage. And here come the ass punches. This time only one is what it takes. And Bad Brad jerked down and kneed in the face for his troubles.
Now, one challenge that the Cyclops, I think, is going to face tonight and in any future TWO matches, a lack of depth perception. Will he know when he's at the top of the ladder?
I'm sure he will. And just crumbling down now as Bad Brad. No, Bad Brad
Strategic
still not ready to
failure
settle.
right there.
One single punch just crumpled Bad Brad to the ground, and here come those steps, finally connecting.
Flattening the baddest wrestler in the sense of being bad at wrestling that TWO has ever seen.
A second blow as Bad Brad tried to fight his way out of it. He's all heart. Is he any talent? I think
And
he is.
Speaking of blow, he needs a little more wrestling powder.
He does get a neck breaker. Listen to this crowd. They want Bad Brad to stay in TWO. They want him to be around for season 4. And right now, though, those ring steps are getting picked up again. Cyclops lining up Bad Brad and nails him again.
Now, don't you think Bad Brad would be better off losing tonight and getting to fight all through the summer in Salem League Action Wrestling against competitors he might have a shot against?
Well, it looks like he's got quite the shot after he reversed Cyclops into the ladder. He's up for the climb again. Cyclops dazed in the
Cyclops
corner.
needs to
This
snap
could be
out of
it.
it. Here he goes.
Nope.
Cyclops.
That's okay. He's not
Whoa.
down yet. Oh, and he is down, and he is very down.
He is dropped onto his back. That is already poorly and badly hurt.
But he is
Cyclops not sure
rising
what to do.
up. Can he rise to the occasion, or is he did? I think the Cyclops tripped to the ladder and dropped those steps. It may have saved Brad's life, maybe only temporarily.
Here it goes. Oh, I thought he was going to throw him out of the ring. Will keeping him in the ring be a strategic miscalculation?
Well, this audience thinks that the Cyclops sucks. I'm assuming that's who they're chanting at.
Yeah,
But
well, they don't
another-
understand how. No, they might be cheering it at Bad Brad. They might be the better connoisseurs than you're thinking.
Bad Brad, onto his feet, knocks the stairs out. Neckbreaker connects. Getting that ladder. He's got one. He does not have to.
What is
be
happening
down.
here?
All
Is
he has
Bad
to
Brad?
do is get up
There
there.
he goes. But Cyclops right here in line for a
butt
punch.
Second butt punch. Third butt punch. But Bad Brad holding on
Fourth butt
despite
punch.
it.
Five
Oh,
butt
no,
punch.
he's not.
Six butt punch.
And power bombs down again. Folded in half like so many ladders and now to the floor. But Cyclops up to the top rope, following him right down.
Wants to do more damage or not?
Double
Or
axe
yes.
handle. Right onto the head that has been bashed in with those steel steps so many times. Bad Brad's got to be seeing 3 Cyclopses, which is too many eyes to be a Cyclops.
Yeah,
He's
no, that's
definitely disoriented.
But I wonder, the Cyclops so focused on hurting Bad Brad that he might be forgetting how you win this match.
And now the Cyclops has a sledgehammer. Bad Brad able to get rid of the sledgehammer, but eats the discus. Oh no!
Bad Brad! Bad Brad!
Lord to the
Brad!
Corner. This Bad Brad has a ladder, and he is setting it up
but he's not climbing it yet. He understands that he's just going to get butt punched, and oh no, he's going to get close.
Now he got face punched.
And now here come the stairs again. How much more damage can Bad Brad's body take? This is after.
That 90s aluminum, it could give you tetanus right there.
And now Cyclops stalking right into the lower back.
Whoa, breaking vertebrae bit by bit, trying to end possibly all of Bad Brad's walking for the rest of his life.
And again, Bad Brad's still very much in pain from the beating he took prior to this match. Oh man, it's amazing he's still breathing. We have seen so many near deaths, and we may witness our first actual death apart from Tuber, R.I.P. Tuber.
That's right.
Right here.
That's right. We did see Den the intern get into a car that had some malfunctions before he went to vacation.
Oh, that's
then
right. Den the intern has also been murdered
killed
by AuthorityCorp, yes.
Oh
no! Bad Brad finally busted open by those stairs.
And this is the Cyclops' chance right now.
Yeah, he is going up the ladder, and that could be it. He's going to get Bad Brad's contract, and we're going to see the Cyclops in season 4.
Back in the ring.
Up to his feet, pushing the ladder down.
He knows how to work the ladder.
Powerbomb of his own onto the ladder. Cyclops is down. Cyclops is hurt. Now Bad Brad, turnabout's fair play. Get him, Brad. Get him.
And Du Silverado, I'm just getting word that Bad Brad's son is paying attention to this match now. He heard his dad has showed up to fight, and he is paying attention.
That kid is paying attention to his dad wallop a Cyclops with a set of steel steps, but the Cyclops' back up. Brad's setting up the ladder anyway, but no, catches him.
To it.
Sending him to the outside.
Is he gonna let him stay on the apron? Is that a mistake? Bad Brad, what are you thinking?
And now the butt punches continue. But Bad Brad fighting through the pain and gets his contract. Bad Brad will be around for season 4 of TWO. Suck it, dick.
Du Silverado, we just saw the worst wrestler in TWO history withstand a punch to the butt to unstrap a contract and continue forward into season 4, where he will probably get killed.
And in the book of Du Silverado, that doesn't make him the worst wrestler. That makes this man the toughest wrestler in TWO.
You really think he has a chance of being it?
I think a lot of things, Carl. Cowabunga rages on.
Du Silverado, you predicted that right, and I owe you a hug for it.
I'll collect.
Whoa!
Was the sound of a crescendo. And when the car exploded, he left bloodstains on the roadside. You were sitting at the table, you could see he was unable. So you gave him his pink slip, but his pink slip wasn't dead. Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? Would you tell us that you're okay? Cause it looks like you're real stressed, you're collapsing, you're lashing out, Big Boss. And the way you treat your workers, it's disgusting, it's repugnant. So I think I will report you, gonna call the NLRB. Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? I think you might. I think you are a damn criminal. Trooper fired from the company, so you sent them on a vacay. I'll make an accusation, cause you sent to microwave. Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? Would you tell us that you're okay? Cause it looks like you're real stressed, you're collapsing, you're lashing out, Big Boss, and the way you treat your workers is disgusting, it's repugnant. So I think I will report you, gonna call the NLRB. Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? I think you are a damn criminal. Woo! Are you okay? Would you tell us that you're okay? Cause it looks like you're real stressed, you're collapsing, you're lashing out, Big Boss, and the way you treat your workers is disgusting, it's repugnant. So I think I will report you, gonna call the NLRB. Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss? Big Boss, are you okay? You okay? You okay, Big Boss?
Tonight's main event, Alex Ryan Wunzik taking on Big Boss for the men's heavyweight championship. Carl!
This is what it all comes down to. This is why we are fans of wrestling. The people's champion, Alex Ryan Isaac, the most popular man in social media, which doesn't exist in the 90s, going against the power of AuthorityCorp, Big Boss. It could not be more of a contrast here. It's all coming down to this. A man who has overseen the killings of his employees.
And here comes the Big Boss, escorted by the AuthorityCorp security team to the ring, because even in the 90s, when they don't know who he is, they hate this son of a bitch.
They may have come back with him and brought their own aviators that matched his. Impressive stuff by the AuthorityCorp wardrobe department.
The Big Boss seemingly had his way all the way through the round-robin tournament on the men's side. A last-minute challenge from Brock Hard came up short, and Big Boss is here with his shot at the men's title, which he's wanted from the beginning.
And I've never seen the Big Boss fired up like this. He means business, and not the kind that makes him money, the kind that could bring AuthorityCorp its hardware, its coveted hardware. He has been disappointed with many of his employees. He has apparently been disappointed with the way we made fun of his towel because he didn't bring it tonight. But Big Boss
has
looking
murdered
incredibly serious.
He's murdered two. He's a murdering murderer who murders potatoes. And also, he is now wearing suspenders, a belt, and then a third belt on his robe. And now he's not.
But he is fired up. He is ready to go against Alex Ryan Isaac, the champion who won it in our last season finale, Camelot, against Lyle Guard. Defended it against the Green Rose, Steve Delfino.
And look at him with his tribute to the Green Rose, Steve Delfino, wearing that signature style hat.
Yeah, it was hand haberdashed for him by the Green Rose. I'm seeing here in my notes that the Green Rose has spent the entire time since losing his fight against Alex Ryan Isaac sewing this outfit.
And there we have it, folks. Alex Ryan Munzik, I've got a question because I've gone through all of the old call sheets, and that is definitely still a Roman numeral 1. Alex Ryan
Do you
Munzik,
know?
AR1.
Can I tell you something?
I did
Will you
go
listen
through
to me?
and check it.
Deuce, my dear lifelong friend, we're almost like brothers. Did you know that the Roman numeral for 1 and the capital letter I are the same character?
Well, that's why you have to intuit. I've got a very good intuit.
Are you sure it's not a 1 to it?
No, it's an intuit because I intuited the I instead of the 1. And in the same way that I did with Alex Ryan Munzik, but backwards.
Deuce, your mind is a maze that I could get lost in for the rest of my life.
Your eyes are a maze that I could get lost in the rest of my life, Carl.
Really? These brownies?
Yeah, those brownies.
Oh, baby. Deuce Silverado, making eyes at my eyes. But the fans of TWO, the college co-eds, whether it's the 90s or the 2020s, they recognize one of their own in Alex Ryan Isaac. Everybody's behind the champ.
And the champ dedicating this match to former friend, one-time sort of foe, but not really. Someone who also came in with him at the bottom, looking for AuthorityCorp's help, only to be kicked around by AuthorityCorp. And that is, of course, AR1's beautiful friendship with the deceased / murdered by the Big Boss Tuber, and we're off.
That's right, Alex Ryan Isaac creating a hashtag that you can use in the chat for this match. Pote ton of pain. Hashtag Pote ton of pain.
And there it is, and right now he's taking it to the Big Boss, and he remembers the initial, we got one, the initial punishment that he took from the Big Boss and the Ultimate Manager and all of AuthorityCorp just for daring to want to get better at wrestling. And guess what? The joke's on you, AuthorityCorp. He's our champ.
He's our champ, but he is down on the mat underneath the boot of corporate leadership right now.
And this is it. This is everything. This is everything that both men have been striving for. The Big Boss has been looking for his opportunity, and Alex Ryan Munzik has been looking for a way not only to get revenge on AuthorityCorp, but to assert himself as the champion. And what better way than by defeating the Big Boss, who beat and bludgeoned his way through the men's round robin. But right now it's not looking great for him as he is sent into the steps by Big Boss.
That's right. Big Boss, many have said, including you and at times me, often cheated his way through some of those wins. This match between the two of them, not just a season in the making, but really, as you said, bringing their entire TWO runs full circle tonight. Alex Ryan Isaac with a chance to cement himself as the greatest wrestler in the history of TWO if he can hold on to the title tonight. Big Boss, on the other hand, no small joke that after WARGAMES with Heart Foundation beating AuthorityCorp, AuthorityCorp could have a complete swing and miss for the season finale if they lose this.
Yeah, that is correct. There's a lot on the line in this no-holds-barred match. I should point out that it's a no-holds-barred match. That is not Jacoby being terrible at his job. That is because those steel steps are legal in this match.
I thought Jacoby was going to bar some holds.
The shovel!
No!
Oh, the Big Boss avoiding the shovel hit and now dumping Alex Ryan Wunzik onto the steel steps.
The 90s steel steps with that lower grade metal that could give you tetanus.
But Alex Ryan Wunzik coming back, and Alex Ryan Wunzik's comeback being slowly eaten as he is snake-eyes into the top turnbuckle.
Oh, Alex Ryan Isaac right now looking for some sort of foot in the door of this match. But instead he's got a foot on his face.
He does have a foot on his face, not to be confused with foot face.
No, who could confuse such a gross and ugly boot with a people's hero like Footface?
Well, I'll tell you who could. Dummies.
Absolute dummies. The dumbest of the dumb.
But a suplex and Alex Ryan Wunzik finding his place in this match, finding his opening. Neck breaker connects. Can he cover? Can he win? He's got the deep pin, one and only one.
And he did not learn the lesson that many have had to in the past. Do not pin Big Boss near a rope. He's got those long legs.
But this time, caught. Neck breaker connects again. And Big Boss taking a powder to the outside, and Alex Ryan Wunzik going right up to the top to follow him. What's he got in mind? A big flying punch to that big stupid face. That's what he's got in mind.
And Alex Ryan Isaac now feeling himself a little bit, showing the giganticness of his balls to take on AuthorityCorp on his own.
They are massive.
Absolutely. Some would be concerned about it, but he is not.
They may have even more swelling after he just got dumped face first onto the hardest part of the floor. But no! Now knees to the back, and he's back in control after a reverse DDT. This match has started to seesaw in the way that main events do, because that's what this is, the main event of Cowabunga, of the season finale of TWO. Shovel to the face. We've got a pin. One.
That could be it.
Two. Only two.
Only two. But Alex Ryan Isaac with a great couple minutes here. Big Boss now looking around. Is anyone going to come in and help him? Does he have some evil tricks up his evil tank top sleeves?
It's going to be interesting. The pain taken out earlier. Most of AuthorityCorp after a hellacious WARGAMES match may not be in a place to come and help him out. He could be truly on his own for the first time in the history of TWO.
What is Alex Ryan Isaac doing there? I don't know. And then remember, two of his former employees.
There's a lot of sweat. It's very humid in Florida.
Yeah, it's very, very sweaty. There's also a huge amount of other body fluids on the mat at this point. It has not been cleaned well. We do not have a trained custodial staff here in Daytona.
Locked in now.
That could do it. It has done it many before.
Is the skeleton lock. And Alex Ryan Wunzik looking and able to dump his way out of it. Big boot to the midsection.
Yeah,
and Alex
throws
Ryan,
the larger wrestler off of him.
Alex Ryan Wunzik tripping him up.
And just remember how inexperienced Alex Ryan Isaac was a mere 2 seasons ago. And now
one with a big axe handle.
He has completely turned himself into the dominant force atop the men's division. the toughest wrestler in TWO. You heard me say it right here, right now.
And he's proving it with a second DDT down to the hardest part of the floor. He has been working Big Boss's head, which is honestly a great strategy, sending it into the post. And he is now, there are no countouts in this match. He's got to win it, and he's got the shovel.
He's got the shovel that killed Werner Herzog.
But unable to connect, almost knocking that fan into the Werner Herzog Memorial grave. Power bombs to the floor. Big Boss, just like that, back in control.
But Big Boss, again, as we said, completely alone right now. No assistance from his minions.
And that is the severance, and that is not it! That is not it! Kick out of the
by the
severance!
champ! The champ fights on!
Alex
Or
Ryan
not?
Wunzik finding some reserves, but now look at the confidence and the cockiness of Big Boss. He may not have won, but he knows he's got Alex Ryan Wunzik down, and he's looking for a chair. He found it.
He is such an arrogant turd.
And this arrogant turd is laying the chair shots on thick to AR1.
Also, the arrogant turd, by the way, that's a cocktail I can make in a blender if you let me on your houseboat.
It sounds awful, but that
is iced. It's very well iced, so you can't taste a lot of the flavor.
And right now, Alex Ryan Wunzik back in control, and now he's taunting, and maybe he's a little too cocky in the face. And yep, the Big Boss caught him.
Big Boss, do not beat me at my own game, is what he says right there. Uh-oh, putting on a display of punishment.
That back suplex connects, and those kicks are connecting, and they may not look like much, but that is a lot of Big Boss driving a lot of AR1 head into a lot of mat. Dive right through the ropes, gets everything.
And the Big Boss
AR1's
showing.
championship reign looks to be in a lot of trouble just like that. Oh my God, low down, low hurt.
The Big Boss often, a heavy hitter, just using his weight, but showing tonight a level of athleticism we've yet to see from him. He wants that belt so badly.
And
He
I want
is
him to
ready
not
for it.
have it so badly. The table is in play. AR1 with an enziguri.
That could turn the tables on the man who just brought out a table.
And he did just slam him onto the table. 1, 2, only.
No!
And
So
Alex Ryan
close.
Wunzik could have done it. That was it, except for Jacoby was counting so damn slowly.
And you can hear it right now. The fans are hashtagging their support behind Alex Ryan Isaac. They don't even know what a hashtag is, but they want this pink berobed champ to retain.
But now he is dumped onto that table a second time and then chair right to the head. This is going to give him CTE for life.
And that,
but no, he is standing
no
right
good.
back up. No, right again into the skeleton key. Is this it? It's come on.
Skeleton
Get
lock
out of there.
could do him in.
Get out of there, AR1. He's fighting. He's dumped the Big Boss off of him. Kick to the gut.
Second time out of the skeleton lock. Some keys to victory for Alex Ryan Isaac.
And Alex Ryan Isaac burying the face. And now, unpretty right on the table. Could that be it? He's going to retain. He's going to do it. 1, 2,
No! The tension only continues to build, Deuce. How are these wrestlers taking this much pain and punishment?
Another double axe handle to the head, and AR1 looking for some other weapon to use. Is there anything left? Yes, there's another chair.
Deuce,
Nope, he doesn't want
I
the
am
chair.
beside myself right now. Hold me. Help me calm down my heart so I don't pass out.
Just breathe deeply and watch this reverse and into the neck breaker onto the hardest part of the floor.
Oh, Alex Ryan Isaac Can he get him back in the ring? Can he get another pin? Can he use that to hold down the Big Boss long enough to win?
Those cross forearms into the face of Big Boss, and Big Boss is writhing in pain. Maybe he's just gonna quit. Maybe he's just gonna say, you know what? I don't want to do this anymore. I've got a big corporation.
He fires people. He doesn't quit. This man has ascended to his mountaintop of corporate and finance without quitting. I don't think that's what the Big Boss will do. I think Alex Ryan Isaac is gonna have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Alex Ryan Isaac lighting him up and chomping him down. And now just getting in the face of the Big Boss. This is it. This is all of that pain. This is all of the frustration. This is all of the ways that he's been abused by Authority Corp, coming right out of his fists, out of his mouth, out of his feet, and somehow, and I'm not quite sure, but also out of his elbows.
No, and he was just trying to say, I'm doing it for Tuber, until the Big Boss interrupted him. Oh, no! Wow! What a display of disrespect for
gotta
humanity.
wonder if this murdering potato murder, is also going to murder Alex Ryan Wunsick. At least he doesn't work for Authority.
Oh!
They're taking him out! Wait! Alex Ryan Wunsick fighting his way back, sending the Big Boss into the bicycle parking, and now posing like he is a Superman of some kind.
Well, he is. He practically just came back from the dead.
And now sent again into the bike racks, but stopped and just leveled with a lariat clothesline.
They are just doing this right here to let out some punishment, to met it out, because they cannot win in a no-holds-barred match this way. They are just doing it to hurt each other. And there is no love to lose.
That particular suplex is going to be hurting, and here come more stairs. And is this it?
Has been spent. None of the love is left to be lost.
And power bomb to the hardest part of the floor. Is there anything left for AR1 to give at this point? Yes, there is. He's fighting back inexplicably.
The champ. The champ. The champ.
Reaching down into his well of reserve, into his well of resentment, into his well of missing his potato friend.
Into his well-done feast that he will deserve after defeating Big Boss. Can he put the finishing touches on this beautiful meal of a match?
No, he can't. At least not quite yet. Big Boss scooping him up, and once you're in that fireman's carry, you've got no choice but to stay up and driven into the stairs.
Onto both the stairs and the bike rack. Alex Ryan Isaac getting cut in the back and the head.
His face smashed and the stomp. Just these stomps now unnecessary.
Hard to watch.
The Big Boss. No, wait. Takes the Big Boss knee off under him. Takes it again. How does he keep doing this? Carl, I don't understand how he keeps doing this.
I don't understand how a human could take this kind of pain and punishment, but Alex Ryan Isaac proving himself something special, made of the best stuff on earth.
He is the Snapple of Two.
He is the Snapple, which is very popular in the 90s with those trivia bottle caps.
It's true. And then you go, wait.
That's Tuber's music!
That is Tuber's music! And what? Oh my God! That's Tuber! Tuber is here! And Tuber is delivering hot, buttery justice!
Tuber!
Chair shots repeatedly! Tuber back from the dead to lay it to the Big Boss! To lay it to Authority Corp! Tuber is back! Tuber's alive!
Spud is for us!
Down.
Look at those fans cheering on that French fry reconstituted here at Cowabunga!
And Alex Ryan Wunsick walking back into the ring, thanking Tuber, and now laying in some stomps of his own. Big Boss doesn't know what hit him, but I'll tell you what hit him. A chair being swung by a potato that he thought he could kill.
Yeah, he microwaved that potato, but it didn't work.
Unprettier connects. We've got a pin. 1, 2, 3. Alex Ryan wins and retains. The big boss goes to fucking and all is right in the 90s.
Deuce! Tuber lives!
Carl, embrace me! Embrace me now, Carl!
Give it to me right here! I've got these open arms. They're all for you, buddy boy!
You bring it in! Oh my God! It's so tight! It's so good!
Alex Ryan Isaac the champion, but I'm a champion too because I got a hug from my best friend in the world, dude, Silverado!
Carl, you're not living in the houseboat, you're living in the guest house. It is land for you, Carl.
Dude, Silverado!
That will do it for Cowabunga. We will see you after the summer, but be sure you check out YouTube, Instagram. Find us online so you can find Slaw online over the summer. We will see you in the fall. Carl, I will see you living in my guest house.
I can't wait to be there. I can't wait to make you turds or anything else that you would prefer I make in the guest house blender, the good one. But again, thank you, Deuce, for being with me all season, all 3 seasons. Thank you, fans. Thank you, everyone in the chat. Thank you, all the wrestlers. We'll see you every other week this summer on Slaw. Come back here, subscribe to our channel, and hug a friend.
Is there anything else we need to say?
Let's do it together. Love you. I really do.